Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Legacy of, or Six Side Legacies, Legacy of the Lost, Episode 7. Now, let's go welcome our adventurers. We'll start with Kasira.
Hi, my name's Kat, and I'll be playing Kasira, the Tiefling Fighter.
Alpheus.
Howdy, I'm Alpheus. I'll be playing the Dwarven Artificer.
Endre.
Hello, my name is Andrew, my NPC, and I'll be playing Andre, the Tiefling Sorcerer.
Aquin.
Hi, I'm Gil, and I'm playing Aquin, the Dragonborn Druid.
And finally, Rook.
Howdy, I'm Lucas. I'll be playing Rook, the Leonin Paladin.
Okay. So, last time we had our two adventuring groups split up, tackling different problems in different places, neither side knowing truly what happened. But let's start back at our second group. Give them a little bit more time to catch up with our first one.
Could we not give a quick recap? It has been
No.
2 weeks. Alright.
I'll give a quick recap. We'll give a quick.
Oh my
I'll give a quick
God.
recap to our fans and those specifically who were there for it. So, if we could have our dear friend Alpheus and Kasira here mute for a couple moments.
Alrighty.
Oh, you're
Oh,
doing
sorry,
a recap of both.
deafen. Kasira. Okay.
You could move them to the other chat, right?
Yeah, I'll just do that. Hold on. I'm gonna use my put them in the murder dungeon. Our adventurers here had traversed down into the dungeon, fighting undead along the way. They had climbed through a crater in the ground caused by ancient magic, only to delve further into this horrid, decrepit place. I'd say that about wraps up what you guys had done. So now,
We beat up a bunch of undead.
yeah. So now I'm gonna go to the I'm just gonna. You guys go to the murder dungeon. I don't want to move.
What? What?
Oh.
What?
Oh,
Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
I'm the DM. I can kind of just do what I want.
You
So
just got
these
taken
two,
away.
these two adventurers had gone towards the surface to try to protect the statue of one of Kasira's past co-workers, or past history's peoples, I guess is the best way to put it. Along the way, finding one mighty angel and getting pretty much blackmailed by him. I'd say that about covers your guys' stuff, so I'm gonna go absorb everyone back in again.
and then blackmailed and the rings on. We talk about that later.
What?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
You guys have been absorbed back into the masses.
We're all back.
Nice.
We were having a conversation.
So now we're gonna be finishing up with Kasira and Alpheus. You two stumble out of Alpheus, your home. What do you guys do?
Kasira's face will be creased in frustration and fury, and she'll whip over to Alpheus and say, "How did he slip by?"
How did he slip by?
I don't... How did he even... You shouldn't have made a deal with him. Look at your arm.
Honestly, I would have preferred this outcome rather than everybody else.
Well,
I
Are
didn't
the
think it'd go
braces-
this far, but as far as
are
I
the
can,
braces explosive?
I wouldn't put it past him.
Okay, so you're just a walking explosive device?
Probably a walking recording device too. Who knows if these things can even hear me? They could probably. I wouldn't put it past Angel.
You think he can track you that way?
Like I said, I really wouldn't put a lot of this stuff past him. Who knows I might have to get these checked out later. But anyways, let's start heading back.
Okay. All right. And she'll dust herself off and just look overall just tense, and she'll quickly quicken her pace to go down at the Yawning Hollows.
Okay. After a short amount of time, you guys make it into the Yawning Hollow. What do you guys do?
Right, we have to look for the worm, was it?
Yes, worms. I think might have been scratched in somewhere or in signs. Cassira will attempt to survey her surroundings. Is there anything that stands out to her that looks like a carving of a worm?
I'll do the
Make me a
same, but I'm
perception
just
check.
looking.
Both
Could I
of
do
you.
the
Alright.
same, but I'm not looking for a worm, I'm just looking for, like, any signs of destructions, in a sense.
That will be 12.
Okay, and then Alpheus?
Alright, sorry, looking for it. That is an 8.
As both you guys begin to survey around, Cassira, you notice off in the distance. It's not like glaringly obvious, but as you slowly approach, you do see the indentation of a worm in what looks to be a kind of light pole.
Okay. Cassira will march forward and beckon Alpheus to follow with a jerk of her head, and she'll look to the pole, and then as soon as she gets there, she'll look for another indentation of the worm, if it's on a pole or wall or anything else.
There doesn't look to be any around here, but after a little bit of looking, you do find another one, maybe 100 feet away or so, going in the direction where you guys had in the past saw the smoke coming from.
Okay. She'll continue on forward and make sure, just looking over her shoulder very subtly to make sure they're both not being followed.
Yeah, as you look over your shoulder, you aren't really seeing anyone following you.
Okay, she'll continue on forward then.
Slowly, you guys make your ways through the city, eventually arriving at a giant crater in the ground.
I look inside the crater, do I see anything inside of it? Or just,
Wait,
it's just a
sorry.
random crater?
Sorry, I misexplained that. You guys find a massive concrete wall in front of you, caused by the edges of the crater curling the street itself upwards.
Okay, so
You know-
it looks kind of like a hill, almost?
Imagine a wall about 15 to 20 feet high in front of you, of stone.
I didn't know Andre had a spell like this.
You
was
think she
this-
did this?
I mean, those three are pretty powerful. I'm not entirely sure what they can do and whatnot, but who knows? Maybe.
But a wall?
I
Or
mean,
this
there
all?
are some spells like this. Never seen one up close, but who knows? Maybe we're heading in the right direction. Let's keep going.
Is this wall like completely blocking off like the whole like section that's beyond this point?
Yes.
Okay. Does this wall look enchanted at all, or is it just a standard stone wall?
Make me an Arcana check.
Alright.
Can I check to see like how dense it is? Like, is
Sure.
it hollow or like?
That's an 18.
Okay, I'll get to you in a second. Your 18, it does not look to be enchanted at all, although this was caused by magic. That is evident. And for you, Alpheus, can you give me a insight check?
Would I get advantage? Because I do believe dwarves get advantage on
Yes.
stoneworks, stuff like that, information
Yes.
about stone. All right. Just add 2. That would be a 19. Oh yeah, 19. I get a
Yeah, as you check the density of the stone, it's not too terribly dense. easily climbable with ropes and pythons. Yeah.
You got any rope on you? I left mine
do.
at the. Oh shit. Sorry.
Uh,
How should we get it stuck up there?
I do. I mean, we could probably use. I have a crowbar. We could try to latch it into some kind of space in between that's just able to have a good grip on it that we can climb up. Or an arrow.
Sure. Let's try one of those, I guess.
Crowbar or arrow?
Crowbar, maybe? I don't think an arrow would do too well.
Okay. Kasira will take out her crowbar from her bag and start to untangle the rope that she has within her other supplies. And she'll tie a small knot on the edge of the crowbar. And she'll hand Alpheus the end of the rope, and she'll chuck the crowbar over the wall to see if it gets stuck for more security to climb up.
Roll me a d20.
All right.
Guidance?
If
13?
you'd like.
Oh, roll a d4.
Actually, it's already was cast. Okay. With a 13, you tug on the rope. It looks to be somewhat sturdy.
Okay, you first then?
I'll give it my best shot, I guess.
I'll be down here in case you fall. I'll try to catch you.
Alpheus's hands are gonna be a little bit. Actually, wait. I don't think I could. My hand would burn the rope.
Ah, fuck. Okay, it's fine. I will try to climb it. I will get you up somehow.
Could I
Kasira
just
will.
While she's doing that, could I just like go off to the side like 10, 15 feet and just shoot and see if it goes straight through? Can I like see if I can make a hole?
Sure.
I'm just blasting into the stone.
Don't you think that
Okay.
would make a lot of noise?
That's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
So here's where I come in as a DM, come into the conundrum of, does a magical gun, which shoots basically just pure magic, able to destroy stone?
I mean, it's like, what would it be like?
Roll me.
Energy?
Roll
Unstable
me
energy? Okay.
a d20.
16.
While it is infrequent, on occasion, if given the right angle, your gun is able to pierce stone.
Not enough to like give a small hole to crawl through or something.
It would take a while.
Look. Like, okay. Well, Kasira, you might have to pull me up by the rope.
Okay, yeah, I'll figure it out. I'll just climb up first. And she'll
Okay.
make sure she has it's sturdy as she tugs on it before beginning to tug herself up.
Okay, roll athletics.
Okay. That'll be a 21.
You easily manage to shamble up the rope.
Awesome. Kasira will make sure, is this wall actually, does she have good footing when she gets up there, or is it like very thin edge?
Oh, you have pretty good footing. It's maybe 2 feet thick.
Okay. As soon as she gets up there, she'll kind of brace herself. She'll hold onto the rope and then look down at Alpheus. All right. It was no issue, I think. As for your hand,
I'll
We
tie
can
the
hope.
rope. I'll tie the rope around my waist and then just try to like climb up at the same time, like
That
she's
works.
pulling.
Yeah, I'll assist and start pulling Alpheus up by the waist with the rope assistance.
Okay.
You know,
I would like
he's
both
shaky.
of you I'd like both of you to roll me a strength check or athletics check with disadvantage, and I'm going to add them together, and you need to beat a number.
Okay.
So strength or athletics we can choose.
You're gonna want to go with athletics unless you have a negative.
All right.
Yeah, either way.
With disadvantage, correct? Whoa. Okay.
Yes.
I don't know if I can get any lower than that.
Disadvantage. All right. Ooh, a 16.
Well,
5.
oh wait,
And
no,
Sarah?
sorry, that's not a 6. That's an 11.
Okay. So 11 plus 5. That beats it. So you guys managed to hoist Alpheus up.
Awesome.
Upon getting to the top, you look down into this crater, which is even deeper than how tall the wall is. I mean, from the outside. As you guys look into it, you see nearing the bottom of it a small opening leading into some form of structure. And going along the crater is a kind of makeshift walkway, allowing you to get all the way to the bottom.
Are there any like signs that the party was here?
You guys didn't leave any signs, I don't think. So, no.
I did.
And there's
Yeah,
just like
but not
nothing
in the
this
crater.
Oh, not in the crater. That's
Like-
my bad.
Like anything of notice inside the crater, regardless. Like, or is it
I
just
mean,
like
the
an
opening.
empty crater? Just
It's an empty
okay.
crater.
All right. Well, if anything, I bet you they're down there. Let's
I sure
get
hope
going.
so.
Okay.
Kasara
I'll
will
be
take a deep
summoning
breath
yours.
and descend down into the depths.
I'm really hoping they didn't start this crater. You know the amount of money we're gonna have to pay in fines trying to fix all this.
Mm-hmm.
You
All right,
guys remember
where are we?
you are, right? You guys, so in the bottom left-ish, I'm putting your characters down now.
Bottom left-ish. It's dark. I can't even see.
Okay, if you guys
Yeah.
just want to click on... Yes?
Have we finished the dungeon by this point?
No.
If they're here? Because they
For the
walked like
purpose-
several hours away, right?
For the purposes of I don't want you guys to TPK, no.
All right.
Because
I think
there...
you should...
You feel like that's a bad sign, then what's to come?
Anyways, for the purposes of allowing people to participate and me not... And these two being gone for multiple hours, leading to me having to run combat for 6 in-game hours. How about for a little bit of hey for you guys? You guys, I will give you you 3 a long rest.
I'm good with that.
I'm good with the long rest.
Yeah.
So, but back to you 3. You guys wake up from from a nap, which you guys did not realize you guys began to take, waking up perfectly fine and free of all injuries and with all spell slots back. What do you guys do?
I mean, we still got a job to do. We got to keep going.
Sorry. Yeah, pretty much. Andre will wake up, kind of shaking her head, not realizing she's fallen asleep, either from like resting from the poison, or effects, just drowning her body, and feeling with this new fresh energy within her. Look at the rest of the group, realizing that they all fell asleep for some sort of reason, and just like shake herself awake.
How long were we out, do you think?
I'm not sure, but we should just continue forth, if anything. and just be cautious. I'll try to keep my fingers to myself going forth.
Yeah, I feel like if we really want to do any sort of looking around to see what's still here, it can wait until after we're done.
I agree. DM, would Rook's never mind, it would be gone at this point. His like detection for undead, right?
Oh, I just put it back up, and it lasts for another 10 minutes.
Okay.
I basically just gave you
Alright,
an
there's-
additional charge on that. Didn't I?
Yeah. Well, you gave me 2 spell slots back, all my HP, and my additional charge on that, so I'll take
Let's
it.
go. Let's go.
All right, there's 2 undead to the left of us.
Okay, and before you open the door, Alpheus and Cassira, as you guys enter into this structure of unknown make, you guys seem to have entered just... Hold on. Give me 1 second.
Right.
As you guys enter this structure and you look around, darkness befalls you. You guys are in the first room with the door open in front of you. In front of you, there looks to be some form... Actually, there looks to have been some form of a struggle, with a crossbow and sword lying on the ground, and a table no longer smoldering, but looks to be very burnt. What do you guys do?
Looks like they came in this way.
I hope it was them.
Looks like there
Would
was
you
a
like to
bit
go
of a...
first, or should I?
Sure, I'll go in first. I'll keep my gun raised up just for the ready.
Okay. Then back to the
Nice.
other 3. Actually, I'll describe the room. It's hard to DM when people are in different places. As you guys enter this
we go.
room,
I opened the door so he didn't jump over it.
okay,
No!
Did bro just parkour the door?
He did. Bro did.
I gave you a warning.
No.
Roll initiative, you 3. Don't worry, you guys, at the end of initiative, I'll allow you guys to move in whichever way you guys would like.
Alright,
Alpheus
that is
and
12.
Yeah, you can't just tell me this stuff. Give me 1 second.
You say roll initiative, I roll. What
Yeah.
do you mean I can't?
And then you give me a second.
Alright.
Okay. So, who rolled highest? Do you think? Okay, 20 to 15. 15
Damn.
to 10.
I got a 12.
Damn. 10 to 5.
I got a 9.
Okay. 5 to 0.
I got 4.
Okay. Time to roll for the 2 zombies.
Hopefully they roll bad.
Damn.
Nope.
They did not roll a 20. What is that roll? Okay,
Listen.
16 to 5.
Listen, this is fine. It's giving them false hope.
As you guys enter the room and you look around, this looks to be at one point some form of kind of kitchen-y area. Although at this point, most of the food has fallen off the shelves, or at least off of the tables, and the shelves look to be very badly shaken, with different amounts of glass and silverware dotted everywhere. In front of you guys stands 2 shambling corpses, one of which starts to run towards you guys. 1, 2, 3. And they're going to make an attack against you, Rook.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh shit.
Damn!
Oh, damn.
Oh no.
Oh,
Alright, it's okay. DM is wasting his 20s right away. That's good.
Yep. Copium.
Believe it or not, that doesn't hit.
Whoa.
Pause.
Oh, that
Oh.
doesn't hit. Wow. Okay. Yeah, the automatic
yeah,
hit
yeah,
effect
yeah,
does
yeah.
not hit.
I have an ability.
Okay, and this is going to be.
I'm just nat
Where's the
20s
fucking to
hit.
hit?
I think he's being sarcastic.
Oh.
You're gonna be taking 7 damage.
Ah, my
Ah.
body.
Owie.
It burns.
Don't
Oh,
burn. This
it's
Okay.
not like you. This is
Does
not
it-
you.
Does it burn?
No. It just he punches you.
Yeah,
Or
no,
sorry,
I know.
she punches you.
Oh, okay, cool. We
sorry,
have
I'm sorry. That's my bad.
You're
we have
misgendering.
we have diversity amongst the zombies. It's pretty awesome.
It's very
Andrea, your
inclusive.
turn.
So, Andre, is it possible that she can, like, reach around Rook and shoot a fireball at her?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Alright, she's gonna do that.
Okay, roll
Yeah.
the hit.
Oof.
That-
Ooh.
Roll for damage.
Damn.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh god.
So
Roll like
sorry,
the max. I'm
Rook.
hoping you roll the max.
Roll for damage.
Whoa,
I'm
whoa,
sorry,
whoa!
Rook.
Oh!
I'm sorry, Rook.
Shouldn't she
So,
have
Rook,
to roll to hit me at least?
As you get gut punch, you kind of flinch outwards a little bit as Endra's hand completely goes a little bit too far as you just get pelted in the side by a firebolt.
So wait,
Dealing 9 damage.
Why does she get to bypass my armor?
Natural ones.
Yeah, so she should roll to hit me. She should just automatically
Natural
hit me.
ones.
Yeah, that
It's
Natural
always
sucks.
ones.
so
Critical
close
fails.
to
That's how they work.
Not in.
Andre
not in-
is going to look so sorry upwards to Rook and kind of looks back at Aquid as if to, like, help.
you. You need to
Because
make a
of-
new character sheet.
What?
See, natural ones are like a crit, but failure. And so,
Well,
oof.
Well, yes, I understand that, but baseline natural ones just automatically miss in normal rules. I understand you're using custom stuff, but it just feels bad that it's an auto hit on me,
Oh,
is
yeah.
what I'm getting at.
That's
Because
fair.
I still have an armor class.
That is
Okay,
true.
then
Can I
Andrea,
roll to hit him?
hit. Yes.
Oh.
Well, that will hit my armor class.
25.
Damn.
Yay.
Let's go. Okay.
I imagine we all just hear a distant boom.
You are still
That's
going
like
to be
the-
taking the 9 damage.
I will accept it without my moaning now that a roll has been made.
Okay.
I'm rolling
Next
high
up.
and low.
Next up is zombie number 2, who's going to 1, 2, and he is going to make an attack against you, Rook. As you are really the only target.
Yeah.
Does a... Holy shit, I'm rolling fucking high. Bath, 18 hit.
That is my armor class.
You're going to be taking 6 damage.
Does the defender not win?
I thought Defender
No.
wins.
It's
wait.
meets and beats.
attacker wins. Okay. And that is the end of their turns. It is Aquin, your turn.
Okay. So Aquin is. Is passing through party members like rough terrain, or is it like just not possible in this hallway?
You actually, so I've actually had to do this before. You are able to pass through friendly creatures as if normal. However, you're not able to pass through hostile creatures.
Okay. So let's move over here. And let's do a lovely starry wisp.
Hell yeah.
Could you
Let
remind me
read
what that
this
does?
You launch a mode of light at one creature or object within range. Oh no, it's a ranged attack. I think everything I have is a ranged attack. Okay, in that case, I'm going to cast Bark Skin
Okay.
on I guess Rook.
Does that work with my armor?
It does not. No, it
You
would
touch
help
a willing
if
creature
I.
until the spell. That won't do anything.
That won't do anything. No. Okay. Yeah, I'll go back to the original plan. I'll cast Starry Wisp.
Okay. Are you going to cast it on the one behind Rook, or are you going to cast it on the zombie in front of Rook?
This zombie right in front of Rook.
Okay. Roll to hit. And because it's a ranged spell attack, if I'm not mistaken, you do have disadvantage because they are within 5 feet of you.
Mhm. Ah. So that is a 10.
You hit. Roll for damage.
Nice.
Yippee!
They are zombies.
We win. The small wins. The small wins count.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's a D8. Why do I hear explosion? Alright, that's 7 damage.
Okay. You're going to be deal 7 damage to Miss Lady Zombie right here. Is that the end of your turn?
It does emit a dim light, so we should have a good view of the room, theoretically. Yay! Okay, that's the end of my turn. That's the end of my turn.
Rook, it is your turn.
All right. I'm casting Divine Favor on my short sword.
Okay.
Rook is pissed.
I'm going after the unharmed zombie,
The one behind you?
and yeah, whichever one hasn't been hit yet.
I was making a joke, but never mind. Yeah.
Oh,
he's,
oh no!
he's
Oh
talking about
no!
me.
Quickly laugh.
Anyway, I'm rolling to hit.
You hit. Roll for
Nice.
damage.
It's a billion hit.
An 8
Oh,
hits,
shoot.
so yes.
Hell yeah! I forgot to bring my d4s. 11 points of damage. One of them is radiant.
Okay. 11 points of damage. What it is radiant. Okay, so that's going to be math. 12 damage. Okay. I don't think it's that hard to add 1 to 11, but you'd be surprised. Is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
Okay. The zombie which you just hit looks bloodied. And back to the top of turn order, and so but in between these times, Alpheus and Kasaira, what would you can move 6 squares in any direction.
3, 4. I'll just say 6.
Oh.
Yeah.
A body. Awesome.
As you guys enter this room, it looks to be full of different, an assortment of different boxes full of grains and supplies, most likely meant for the entire area. In this room, you also spot a skeleton lying dead on the floor, wearing an assortment of different, having a shield in one hand and a sword in the other. Just a dead
You said
body.
there were like grains, right? Are there potentially like footsteps from the grain, or like footsteps like leading elsewhere made of grain or something like that?
No, just like grains in bags and boxes and stuff.
Ah, okay.
Is it like just a skeleton body, or does it look like there's like kind of just like a hint of impact on like their rib cage or anything, or
Oh yeah, definitely.
okay.
Does
Be
it
like-
look like paw bark?
Oh god.
Sorry.
Oh.
I'll look to Kathira and be like, huh, I'm surprised Andre didn't loot this body. Something's not
I
right here.
mean, I honestly, I don't think she would have, considering this is probably an old friend.
Eh,
I
we'll
mean,
wait
we're
and
in
Okay.
the guild. I mean, I think it is. Is this the guild?
we'll find out sooner or later.
Okay. Did Kasira and Alpheus hear an explosion of some sort or
Uh,
no?
So it wasn't an explosion, because that's not really what firebolt does. Rather, it's more of a muffled burning, maybe like a ow being yelled out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
'cause
All of it
they've
really
heard me
muffled.
on.
Did
They've
it
heard me
sound
on.
like a familiar owl?
Andre.
How would you have exclaimed when you were hit by the firebolt as well as punished?
Yeah, Rook
So-
would in fact just sit there and go, Andre, why?
And all you hear in the background is sorry.
Okay, so, but when you originally got hit, how did you react to it? Like, what ow noise would you have made?
Probably exactly what I just did. You know, that
The grunt pain.
Okay. So you
And
guys
then
just
him
hear, you guys hear like, just all you guys hear is a muffled, sorry.
Does the sorry sound familiar?
It's very muffled. It's through multiple doors in a rather long hallway.
Okay.
You're not
Kasira's
sure.
brow will raise and she'll slowly look to Alpheus.
We're not alone. Be careful.
Certainly not. I'm gonna hope that's
Okay.
them.
Back to the zombie girl. She is this time, cause she just got whacked by your magic, Aquin. She's gonna whack you.
Oh yeah, whacking.
Oh god.
Sorry.
Does a
Yes.
14, 56. Okay. You're
Immediate
gonna be
yes.
taking 4 damage as this zombie gut punches you.
Owie, my scaly gut. Ow.
Is that how you respond? Just like that exact voice, just owie.
No. No.
Listen, if I was in a
Andre would've been
situation
like-
in real keep going.
I was just gonna say Andre would have been very disturbed by hearing that.
Listen, if for
Owie,
whatever
my
reason
Scaly gut.
I have to fight someone in real life and I punch them and go, owie, my scaly belly, I would continue beating them.
I love it.
Remove it from the gene pool.
No, for real.
Okay. Endre, it is your turn. Don't miss.
Okay, I will not. So question, DM.
Yes.
If I move forward right here, would this give the zombie an opportunity to attack if I'm
No, it would
passing
not.
through? All right. So Andre's gonna move right here, and she is going to use. Would I be able to use shocking grasp on the zombie? This one right here.
Yes.
All right. All right.
You hit.
Does. All right, then that is.
It's so nice with zombies because I don't really have to have you guys roll very much because it's pretty much you hit or you rolled a 1.
Yeah, that's true. I'm just checking really quickly what is that on damage wise. Huh. That's weird.
Shocking Grasp deals, if I'm 1d8 lightning damage.
Okay. No, I think I accidentally put on minor illusion on my sheet and took off shocking grasp on accident, and I did not mean to do that at all. Is that all right?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, I just could not. How much was damage is that?
A 1d8.
1d8, sorry. Apologies. 5.
You have Shocking Grasp.
Oh, it's just not sure. Okay, I think my phone is just acting up weird, or maybe I'm looking at the wrong one.
Okay. Yeah, it's on
Oh, yeah, I'm looking at the
cantrips.
wrong one. Yeah, I was looking at the wrong one. My bad.
Okay, and you deal how much?
5 damage.
Okay. You deal 5 damage.
I thought you said he was bloody.
Yeah. That means half health.
Oh. Okay, my bad.
So the zombie is going to move up to here and attack you, Endre.
All right.
And he is going to roll a... Does a
Doesn't.
13 hit.
That does. Damn it. I was hoping it was 10.
Okay, deal... Okay, you are going to be taking 3 damage. They keep rolling lower and lower and lower.
God.
Okay.
Something,
Aquin, you're
something
next.
decreased strength. Okay. Aquin is going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So that is going to trigger an
Take
attack of
out.
opportunity.
Oh, it is.
Yes, because you're leaving the range of one of the enemies. If you're just going around someone, it doesn't. However, if you were to fully leave it, it does.
Okay, I didn't realize that.
If you have something to do with your bonus action, you can use your action to disengage, and that would undo the opportunity attacks.
I don't think Aquin is that savvy. So I'm just gonna stick to this. Let's do...
Oh, I just checked. Starry Wisp is actually radiant damage.
Yeah.
That means it does double damage to these guys.
Yeah.
I did
I
not
thought
know
you knew
that.
that.
No. So I'm going to just rewrite the map really quick on this one. Okay, done. So yeah, it is your turn. What do you do?
So I wish I had like a knife or something. Darn. Well, I have an ice knife, but I am going to...
You have lightning breath.
That's true. I do have a couple of uses for that. Aquan's gonna cure wounds on Rip.
Okay.
Yay.
That is a 2d8 plus 1.
Okay, roll it.
Yippee! I don't think I need to count that.
14. You heal 14, Rook.
I am looking pretty alright.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn, Aquan?
So, can someone remind me, like, what bonus actions are?
Okay, so you, in turn or in combat, you have 3 things you can do. You have your movement, in which you right now have 30 feet. You have your bonus action, which is an additional action you can do besides your action. And then you have your action, which is utilized for most things. Bonus action is used for only a couple things. And then your movement is used for moving. Bonus action, I'm not sure how many you have.
I think it's just, oh, Bark Skin is a bonus. It's just Wild Shape, and, yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm good. End of turn.
Okay. Next up, Rook.
Oh. I'm gonna smack that same zombie that I attacked.
Okay, roll the hit.
Oh, baby. Oh, wait. No, never mind. It's gonna be like a 12.
You hit. Roll for damage.
Ah, baby. We're smacking. Okay, 1 radiant damage plus 8 regular damage.
Okay, how do you kill it?
I just blow its head apart with a short sword.
Okay.
Punch.
Okay, yeah, you managed to, yeah, you managed to take down the zombie because you had some radiant damage in there. Status knocked down.
It's one of the few
Okay.
things that Rook would innately know how to deal with.
Mm-hmm. Is
Hell
that the end of
yeah.
your turn?
Oh wait,
Okay.
actually, which one is dead? This one?
Yes.
I will move around here to give Andre flanking, and then I
Okay.
will end.
Got it. Next up is the zombie girl. And the last person to have attacked her was Aquin, so she's going to attack you, Aquin.
Again. Let's go. Oh, owie. Okay.
Does an unnatural 20 hit?
Of course it does.
Of course it doesn't, you mean?
Oh,
You're
yeah.
gonna be
I mean,
taking-
I'm sorry. I forgot 20 was a lower number
You're gonna
than
be taking
11.
7 damage as the zombie girl walks up to you, pulls her head back, and absolutely just gut punches you once again.
Damn,
Owie, my
dude.
scaly belly.
I was just waiting for it.
Hey TM, can I ask a quick question?
Yes.
Does Andre recognize any of these zombies?
It's hard to recognize some of these people. They are very much so disfigured to an extent.
Okay, but does she?
Roll me insights.
Okay. I'm a little scared about this. Okay,
No, you don't
I'm
recognize
assuming-
anyone.
Okay, that's good. Less trauma.
Hooray!
Okay.
Oh, do the other two
Andrew,
get to move at the end of the round?
Oh, yes.
Hmm?
You too. Move.
Oh, how many?
Oh,
6.
hello.
Which way do you think they went? I'm gonna say this, Sire.
Are there any, like, footsteps or anything just by?
All you can hear is the crackling of fire from the torches around you.
Okay.
Uh,
Kasara will kind of look towards the left and kind of lean over. I mean, that's kind of where I heard the sorry.
the closed door or the open door?
This one? And she'll walk over. Maybe? I mean, I don't know. I mean, considering that this skeleton fell over here and not over here, maybe they went over here.
Damn, I didn't know Sire took a class on.
Hmm.
All right. I'm just gonna head this way. 2, 3,
Conga line!
4,
Woo!
5, 6.
2% conga line. Oh, my bad, shoddy.
Actually, she just bumps into Alpheus on the way.
He's just looking around. Just curious.
Okay. In this room, it looks to be some form of sleeping quarters with cots and a couple of chairs. Nothing else seems to be in this room.
Alright.
Back to the fight. Endre, your turn.
Andre is going to use Shocking Grasp again.
Okay, roll the hit.
Yeah. That was a 20. You all saw that.
The dice said
I was like jittering
That's
in
tough.
place, and it was like, I'm gonna think about it before I roll.
That is bullshit. You know it. Damn it.
What is that?
Fuck. That is a, I believe, as soon as I look at this very quickly, 9.
Okay, you hit. Roll for damage.
Why are all my dice just popping? I feel like, okay, 4.
Okay. You deal 4 damage to this dude. Or sorry, girl. My bad. Listen, I'm sorry.
Do better.
She's one of the dudes.
Canceled.
in 2025, Hendrik. Really?
I know, I'm a bad person.
No, don't say that.
Well, I've just got to make sure of something really quick. Okay. Okay.
Is this door closed on purpose?
The zombie is mortal. Okay, that guy's dead. Wait, actually, is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
Nope.
Okay. Aquin, it is your turn.
Okay. Let's go with another Starry Wisp with disadvantage.
Okay, roll to hit. You hit, roll for damage.
Cool. That is
You kill. How do you kill it?
it gets imbued with light and explodes.
Okay. Okay. Combat is now over. Everyone, including you two, are allowed to wander wherever.
Okay. Rook has limited amounts of rounds on his spell, so he is going to immediately take off.
Wait, how far does your spell reach again?
It's 1 minute to. That spell is 10 minutes. Divine Favor is 1, and it reaches 60 feet.
Are you able to detect power?
I don't believe so.
Okay. Yeah, you detect that there is some undead, kind of in the more northerly direction.
All right,
Everyone's
guys, we
allowed
gotta
to
get
move freely.
moving. All right, guys, we gotta get moving before my spell gives out.
All right.
Aqua follows.
Rook, keep running.
That includes you two, by the way. You guys are like,
No.
like you guys don't have to be just like dancing.
Oh yeah.
Parkour.
I'm on the roof now.
Oh,
Oh damn. Oh, there we go. Hey, what do we see in this room? Particularly right in front of me.
Where's Rook? Where's Rook? Rook,
Where's
stop.
Aqua?
Aqua's above.
Rook, you go all the way up there.
Yeah.
Oh, there I am.
We're gonna get to you in a minute.
After
Yeah.
the zombie.
These
Okay.
look like maybe empty bookshelves.
So, Alpheus and
I'm leaving.
Cassira. So you enter this room. This room was clearly at one point used for as kind of a makeshift library full of books. However, this library does seem to be very empty at the moment. And here you do also notice that there is a very large amount of gore pretty much everywhere from a zombie exploding. You guys do not know that a zombie exploded, but a zombie did explode. And then on the ground you see that there is a dead zombie, or dead corpse.
Cassira will grimace as she steps over and then look at the mangled corpse. Does it look like it's been like stabbed or any like magical impact on its like
It
body?
looks to have been stabbed with magical impacts as well.
This was definitely them. Let's keep
Yeah.
going.
Okay.
Okay. And once you get into this next room, you two just stop for a minute.
Whoa.
All right.
Oh god. So, give me a second. Let me just. I was not expecting this to be done yet. Hold on. Talk amongst yourselves while I am finding it in my notes.
Since it's May the 4th, everybody say your favorite Star Wars character and/or movie.
What's Star Wars?
I immediately lose respect for you.
Actually, I'm gonna run like very quick to the bathroom, but yeah.
Okay.
Is Alpheus's hand like is it able to light up a room by any chance, or no?
A little bit, but not a whole lot.
Okay.
I mean, we both have dark vision too, so
Mm.
Actually, for right now, we're going to go on a little bit of a break. Just to let everyone go to the bathroom and do any of that stuff.
cool.
So give me 1 second. And welcome back, everyone. Could one of you guys talk really quick?
Hi.
Okay. Welcome back, everybody. Um, our adventures. Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm just a little bit frazzled right now. Okay.
My question is why. Never mind.
What? Sorry.
Nothing.
Just for the purposes of wanting to a little bit of suspense. Okay. So, Rook.
Me.
You are running to fight the next undead, right?
Yes.
You burst into this room, moving as quickly as you can. The door slamming against the wall behind you. Your party members close on your trail. And as you look into this room, you see on the other side of a table a woman standing over a dead body. She stands
Is
up
she-
and looks at you. She's not undead.
She's not undead.
Who
She
are
stands-
you?
I was about to ask you the same thing. What are you doing in here?
Whatever I want.
All right, so that's something that a bad guy would say. I gotta keep it 100. Are you the person that's done all of this?
Who are you?
You answer first. I ask you a question. It's just polite to answer.
She holds now. This woman is. I should probably describe her. This is. How do. This is a very important character. Give me 1 second to. Sorry, so much had to be pulled up for this.
Where an NPC just dropped.
Um. Hey, Andre.
Yes.
How would you describe Taryn?
Taryn?
Yeah.
Give me 1 second to pull the sheet up.
You don't actually have
did I-
anything on it, unfortunately. About their description.
Their description. I would describe them as a woman who composes herself very well, as energy just radiates with her of power and mischievous. She holds herself very highly, and I would say that she herself is like her skin is very nice and nicely kept, as if there's no scars, no visible wounds on her. She has very long, elegant hair, and while her attire is that of a thief, it's one that is well kept, as she is leading others and maintains herself in a high regards. I would say she has dark hair and dark skin. I don't think I described a race for her either, did I?
No, but I have assumed that she is human.
Yes, she's human. And her eyes are like that of a serpent's.
Like slit?
Yes.
Or,
In front of you stands that.
I see.
great description.
How did you avoid it?
Ma'am, I'm gonna need you to be a little bit more specific than that.
No matter. I have an idea, anyways. Why shouldn't I kill you?
I don't even know who you are.
At this point, Endra, you can see her. Same with you, Aqua. I'm guessing you guys kind of felt her in the room a little bit more.
Yes.
I think as soon as Andre sees her, her face is filled with anger and rage. As if she's
Oh, it's
going to
you.
cast something.
It's you, isn't it? Of course it is.
What are you doing here?
Andre, are you looking at the body she's hovering over?
Can she even see the body?
Yes, you can.
I think she would notice, but
Okay.
she wouldn't necessarily like look at it too long.
It looks a little bit familiar.
What do you mean by that?
You recognize the face of the body. As you look down, hold on, gotta pull up another description. You see Lothar. A drow. What do you do?
Is he breathing at all? Is he?
No.
I think Andre, at this point, goes silent for a minute as her breath starts breathing heavily, as if she is about to go in a state of panic. And she raises her hand and starts, as she's just about to cast Hold Person.
Okay. You cast Hold Person?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She is going...
Big?
Okay, what do I have to roll for that sort of thing?
Constitution, I believe so.
Okay, yeah, but, unfortunately, she is going... Okay, well, unfortunately, she is going to cast a counter spell, stopping the spell.
Alright, Andre is going to cast...
It is
Use
not
a bonus
you...
action.
Okay.
Or is that not an option?
You can use your bonus action to cast a spell as well.
Alright, she is going to use... Is she able to use Twin Spell or Quicken Spell?
Yes, but you'd have to use it on a... Well, you used Hold Person, which is an action spell, meaning that you can no longer cast any more spells. You have to use an action cantrip and then a bonus action spell. Regular spell.
Alright. Then, in that terms, I don't think she could do anything, really? Or can you repeat that one more time?
So in order to cast 2 spells in a turn, one of the spells has to be an action, which is specifically a cantrip, and then a bonus action actual spell. So, for instance, Healing Word is a bonus action, and it's a first level spell. So what you can do is you can cast Firebolt, which is an action, and then you can cast Healing Word as a bonus action as well. However, you cannot do it in any other way.
Okay.
You could quicken spell an action cantrip, and then, fire off a firebolt or something as a bonus action.
I think, okay, then she's gonna fire off a firebolt.
You've already cast Hold Person as an action, so you can no longer cast anything else.
Well, does she have didn't you say that you have quicken spell?
I might have got that confused. She has... Yeah, she has Quicken Spell and Seek Spell.
However, at this point, you did not utilize. I did not hear you say it for the hold person, and because this is such an important moment, you did. I will have to have had you say it
Okay.
during it.
Okay, I was just a little confused by that.
Okay.
Well, can't she just use it on the cantrip if she wants?
No, you have to use an action cantrip and then a bonus action actual spell.
Is that a
Oh,
5.5e rule?
That is a 5e rule.
No, the 5e rule is you can only cast one leveled spell per turn, whether it be an action or a bonus action. Unless
Let me check that.
you action surge.
The rules around this are so fucking complicated.
I hate
Yeah,
it. I love it and I hate it.
It's worded
You
a
can
little
only-
bit awkward.
You can only I'm just going to use this one person that I found on D&D Beyond post. We're going to go with his rule because he has a Dragonite for a profile picture, and I can trust that. You can only cast a spell as a bonus action if it has a time of one bonus action. Eldritch. Hold on, reading all the way through. So yes, you would actually be able to cast it. Thank you for correcting me.
Sure thing.
So I can cast Firebolt.
You can cast a cantrip, yes.
Right, she's gonna cast the Firebolt right after, like instantaneously.
Okay, roll to hit.
Okay, does a 17 hit? Wait, no, not a
yes,
17. Does a oh yeah, 17. Sorry.
Yes, it does. Roll for damage.
All right.
Okay, 3 damage. Right?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, so a firebolt hits her right shoulder as she kind of flinches back.
I'm gonna kill you.
No, you aren't. She is then going to... Listen here. You've already signed your own death warrants. I'm going to be blunt with you. Because clearly none of you are that smart. You all are already dead. But there's no point in me risking any further damage. And she is going to use a spell which has not been cast in this world for 800 years. And she disappears.
Andre, who was that?
Andre is instantly just gonna ignore Aquin and just run to the body. And she gets on her hands and knees and starts sobbing uncontrollably.
Okay.
He reaches down to as if to touch him, trying
Okay, good.
desperately to find any sort of life.
Oh shit. So, if, for example, this corpse were then to attack you, how vulnerable are you to it?
I would say pretty vulnerable.
Okay.
What a strange question to ask, DM. You would never use this against her, surely.
So, for the purposes of that, I'm going to decrease your AC by 5 for this round.
Mm-hmm.
What's your AC?
It is 11,
Okay.
I believe.
So minus 5. So he is
That'll
going to
be
hit. He actually would have hit if your AC was still normal.
Sorcerer.
Yes. So. Oh god, this is gonna fucking hurt. Hold on, just gotta make sure of this. You're gonna be taking 15 damage as a sword gets plunged into your side. Additionally sapping the life force out of you partially. And the creature, which stands before you, begins to stand up.
How much damage was this?
15 damage.
Alright.
In the meantime, because I have a couple, I'd say about 3 turns have passed since they have entered the room, I will give you guys 18 squares of movement. Kasaira and Alpheus.
All right.
2, 3. I'm assuming we can see them from like here, like if we turn this way.
Yeah, you can see them at the end of the hallway.
How many did I use? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll say
Whoa.
5, 6 corners. 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm not moving.
The north.
I'm not moving. Oh, wait. 10, 11, 12. No, I'm not moving again.
Oh shit. Okay.
Oh, damn it. 13, 14,
Oh goodness.
15,
They're gonna make
16.
Oh my god, this damn torch. Oh
17,
shit. I
18.
fell. I'm off the map.
Into
I
the
see you.
void.
Let's go right behind me.
I see you.
Here, I'll move.
You are so. Let me. I got this.
Hello? Okay. Oh.
Wait, we're here.
Okay. Hooray.
Yay.
Okay. I'd like every single person to roll for initiative.
Oh shit.
And wait, hold on. Before we do any of that, I'm going to roll this creature's initiative, and then you're just going to tell me if you're higher or lower than it.
Ooh.
Okay.
Hey!
Hold on.
Woof.
That's not
Okay.
the right character.
Oh, that's gone. Yeah, okay.
Did anyone roll above a 19?
21.
Okay.
King.
Hold on, let's just... Okay, and then you two, with Alpheus being the only person who's in front of this creature. Andre, what did you roll? Okay, Aquin, what did you roll?
I rolled a 3. Sorry.
Okay, Aquin, what did you roll?
9.
Okay. Roke, what did you roll?
15.
Okay, and Kasaira?
15.
Okay.
Twinsies.
Do either of you guys want to go first, or?
I'll let Rook go first because he's right there.
Okay.
Sure.
Alpheus, it is your turn.
Cool. I'm just gonna move up. 5, 10. God damn it. 15, 20. Say I move here. Hey guys, what happened? What are we looking at? Oh fuck, the elderly. Shoot. Would I have seen it attack Andre? Or would I see it still attacking?
You'll see that as it fully pulls its 6-foot-long sword out of Andre's side.
Hey, yo.
Oh shit.
6
Just
foot?
immediately
Yes, it is
just
6
fire
feet long.
upon it.
Okay,
Jesus.
roll the hit.
Yep.
My man's his guts preserved.
God dang. Damn. That's a 10.
You miss.
All right then. Firebolt then.
Okay,
That's
roll the hit.
plus 7. Damn, I'm just okay. I'm not in it today.
We'll
You
attribute
miss.
it to Alpheus was not prepared for combat.
Yeah. Bro's
Yeah, my
baffled.
hand feels a bit stiff after like 4 rings being attached to it for no good reason.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
I mean, that's all I can do. So yeah.
I'm sorry if you die.
Oof.
Oh?
Well,
Okay, so I didn't have you roll it for the first one because I didn't realize it had it. Or rather, I forgot it had it. Well, first let's see if it hits. That hits.
Reaction shield.
You'd like to use it? You'd like to use a
Sure.
shield on it?
Sure.
Okay.
It's the one thing I'll
That
be
is gonna-
useful for.
And then what does that add to the AC?
Um.
5, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, +5.
Okay. Endre, you now have an AC of 16 for specific until Alpheus's next turn. Are you okay with that?
All right. Sure. Yes.
Okay. So that 14 that he rolled, he will still hit because he has additional 2 hits.
Mm-hmm.
So the first one hits, and let's check for the second one. The shield is still affecting you, which means that the second one misses. Can you roll me a Constitution saving throw?
Oh, great. This is Constitution.
Yes, a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, that is
pass?
a 19.
You pass, but he's still going to be doing the damage to you. However, you avoided the additional effects that he can do. You're going to be taking 15 damage, 4 of which
He
is...
down.
Okay. Okay. That is the end of his turn. Rook, it is your turn.
you said that it had been 3 turns in game.
Since you guys had
talk was
entered the
happening?
room. Or since you
Okay.
guys were in the other room, had run all the way down and talked to the woman for a little bit.
And that was 3 full turns.
Yes. Which, so,
Okay, cool.
like, roughly 18 seconds.
Okay. I just that means that my spell is still up is the only reason I was asking.
Yes.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can just get over here. Oh wait, no, I'm faster than that. I can get over here, but I'm gonna stand on top of Andre,
Okay.
defensively,
Okay.
and take a smack at this guy.
Okay. Roll the hit.
Here we go. Nat 20 right here. It'll be a 22.
You hit. Roll for damage.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna smite.
Okay.
Oh baby. Let's get the D4 out of the way. Okay, so 3 radiant damage to start off with. And then an additional 16 radiant damage, so 19 total, and then 12 piercing damage.
Okay. Is that
Or,
piercing
I'm
damage
sorry.
magical?
No, and it's 10, not 12.
Okay. Could you say all of that again and please?
Yes. Sorry, I did like a little bit of math wrong. It is 10 non-magical piercing damage and then 19 radiant damage.
Okay. Give me a minute. Okay, so that's 5. Okay. You absolutely molly-whop this man.
Bonk.
He does not seem phased.
Aw, man.
You
Well,
did deal damage, though. I'm just going to be clear. You did deal damage. Quite a bit of
okay.
it, too.
His HP is just high.
Yes.
I feel you. That's probably all I can really do on this turn.
Okay. Next up, Kasaira, your turn.
All right. Syra's going to rush over. Oh God, here it goes again. I'm a bit stuck. Hold on.
It's the torches. They're a bit weird.
Yep. Okay, there we go.
Even the
So that
torches are
was-
against us.
Okay. Oh God. Okay. So, upon walking into this scene, she feels just a weight drop to her stomach as is she able to see like is Andre just knocked down?
Yeah, she's just knocked down.
Okay. Upon seeing that Andre is on the floor, she'll look up to who Alpheus and Rook are attacking and feel this surge of energy brew within her veins. And she'll reach back and well, yeah, I can only move so far, so she'll reach back and take her javelin and attempt to strike them from this distance.
Okay, roll to hit.
All right. Wow, that's tough. Yeah, I doubt that even.
We were just surprised, you know. We walked in, this all happened in the blink of an eye.
Yep. Yeah, that I'm not even gonna add anything. I'm assuming that misses.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's a 9, but I don't think it hits.
It does not. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, I mean, Kasara will just shout Andre's name to see if she gets up at all, and that'll be her turn as she begins to draw her great sword to get ready to full-on sprint towards the enemy.
Okay. Next up, Aquin.
Aquin, having not expected any of this to happen, stands in shock as everyone else seems to rush by Andre's side. And after processing what happens, just rushes as fast as they can. 1, 2. And
Okay.
kneels down to Andre below Rook, who's protecting her, to see if she's okay.
Okay.
I mean,
She is just unconscious. The wounds in her look to be decaying, as if hit by necrotic damage.
Can Aquin try to heal?
Yes. Yes, you can heal this.
Okay. Let's see. So that would be 11.
Okay. Endre, you heal for 11 health, and you are back up.
all right.
You're not standing just yet, but you are back up.
Quick question. I sent you a thing really quickly. I was just a little curious about that.
Yes, you could have used that. However, it did already happen.
Okay, I wasn't quite
Unfortunately.
sure because it didn't say whether it's on your turn or when it's reduced to 0. Because it said when it's reduced to 0. It's not
That just means
instantaneously.
that's just no matter what, if your health is ever reduced to 0.
Okay.
Well, outside, you can only use it one person long rest, but yeah.
Okay. I was just
Okay.
curious.
Yes. You are back up at 11 health, though.
Alright.
Okay. And then next up is actually... Wait, Aquin, is there anything else you'd like to do?
Aquin's gonna try to pull Andre out of the fray and kind of check up on her, like, oh my god, be careful. You can't just throw yourself out there like that.
Andre, she's conscious right now, right?
Yes.
I think at this point she has a horrified look upon her face. And sadness. She's not really responding. But she's looking at Lothar with... And I don't think you guys know it's Lothar at this point. With such sadness in her face.
Aquin's gonna hold on to Andre, I guess, over into this corner here.
Okay. If you are going to try to pull her out, you can utilize strength to forcibly move her.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll me an athletics check.
Ah, poo.
Andre, are you
like-
assisting in this? Are you assisting?
Um,
Like, are you
I think
okay with being moved?
she would be okay with being moved.
Okay, I will give you advantage on this roll.
Okay.
Andre's more traumatized at this point.
Yeah. Okay, well, it didn't work.
The dice are just not on our side today.
It's okay.
Yeah, so you really do try to move her, and she just doesn't move.
She's just so Star Trek.
Mm-hmm.
Rook is kind of stepping on her cloak a little bit by accident.
Next up, Andre, your turn.
I think she would stand up, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think what's true to my character. Is standing an action or bonus action?
It uses half of your movement.
Okay. If she were trying to move, I'm assuming Rook is in front of her, right? Not.
Yes. You would get up behind him, so I'll make it so the guy cannot attack you unless you were to move closer to him.
Alright. How do I make the character stand up, though? That's my question. I'm trying to figure that out.
Right click on them.
I know, but
Status.
Status. Alright, awesome. I think she's going to move back with Aquin, and if I'm able to actually move her and not bug out my computer. Hi.
Like here or here.
I don't know. Is my computer is being winky? Yeah, in the top right corner.
Okay. I'm assuming that means this way.
No, towards top right corner. Right there.
I don't know which way you're facing.
Okay, my bad. And now I can actually
okay.
click things.
Yeah.
My apologies.
Okay.
I think at this point, she's going to ready a reaction. But she's not going to attack just yet.
Okay.
As she's still processing.
Okay. Next up, Alpheus, your turn.
Just going straight back to blasting.
Okay, roll to hit.
That is a 17 to hit.
You hit. Roll for damage.
Great. $15 to hit. Or 15 damage.
Okay. You deal 15 damage.
And then I'm gonna shoot a firebolt as well.
Okay. Roll to hit.
I lost my dice. So. 22? 21? What is it?
You hit.
Cool. 3 damage.
Okay.
And I'll just say I move over here for now. As to not have
Got it.
everybody important. And that'll be my turn.
Okay. The creature, while looking at you, Rook, he was looking at you until Alpheus attacked. And so he turns towards Alpheus. And he is going to... 1, 2... You do get an attack of opportunity. I'll do that in a second.
Cool.
3, 4.
He was quick with it.
Sorry, I'm just laughing at the mental imagery of this guy scrambling over a table.
So...
I think it's more like
Just
more
taking a
of an
large
action move.
step.
No. As he walks... Now, these tables are, like, bolted to the ground. Like, they are big metal tables, and they are faceted to the ground. He holds his sword out in front of him. So he's holding the sword, and the sword is facing it, like, downwards. Like, how you can picture a knight, with the blade facing forward. And as he walks, he is slowly splitting the metal table open as he is walking through it, forcing the metal to bend and get cut as he is doing so. Rook, would you like to make an attack of opportunity?
Yeah, I think that'd be cool.
Okay, roll to hit.
Check this out. Uh, 15.
You miss.
Damn.
Damn.
Check this out.
It's giving shooting at the basketball hoop and you miss.
Okay.
This one's for you, Andre.
He is going to make 2 attacks against you, Alpheus.
Can Andre use her
Wow.
reaction?
What
So
is the
do what?
reaction?
Use her reaction.
What's the reaction?
Hellish Rebuke.
It didn't.
You have to be hit for that.
Okay, I thought there was a reaction for other people.
No, you specifically do have to be hit.
Alright.
Hey, and I will be using my reaction to cast shield again on myself.
Mm-hmm.
That's an 18
Okay.
now.
Yep.
Oh, fuck, I'm dead.
Jesus!
Well,
Okay, so only 1 hits. Please roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Ready? Is that my constitution? I believe so. 15.
Okay, you managed to pass. Okay, God, this is gonna fucking hurt like a bitch. Okay.
Things leveled up, but I don't think it's gonna be that effective.
somebody get the youch sound effect ready.
Oh, fuck.
Oh! Oh! Oh no!
You're gonna be taking 27 damage as he heaves his sword above his head and brings it down upon you.
DM, I think you might have made him a little bit overpowered.
I mean, in all fairness to the DM, I just did 29 points of damage to him on
Okay,
a
that's
normal
fair.
hit.
That's true.
That's true.
Listen, you guys can't be talking, okay? Like, combined, you have more health than this guy. Probably. I haven't done math. I can check. Alpheus,
I'm
how
alive
much
by
health
a
do you have?
hair. 3.
Okay.
Damn.
Yeah, you guys have substantially more health than him combined. And one
I
of you
rolled
guys could deal that amount of
bad.
damage. Okay. Uh, that is the end of its turn. Rook, it is your turn.
So wait, did he push the table out of the way?
Yeah, so basically there's just no longer a table here.
Oh, cool. All right. Well, free access. Rook is going to walk one step down, and then I forgot I could do this because I've never played a Vengeance Paladin before. But with my bonus action, Rook is going to reach under his mane and grab his holy symbol, and his eyes are going to glow yellow as the air around him swirls with sand, and he points at this guy and says, "You ain't making it out of here." And then I have advantage on all attack rolls against him for the next minute.
Okay.
So I'm a go.
Damn.
Oh wow. We're looking at a whopping not hit.
Okay.
So I'm done, I guess.
Got it. Okay. Oof. Is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
Okay. Kassira, your turn.
All right. Kasira's her eyes will widen as she sees Alpheus get struck by this being, and after witnessing Andre previously on the floor with everything going on, she's going to take a step forward with a very strong strut and brace her greatsword back and attempt to strike him.
Okay. Roll the hit.
All right.
Okay.
That'll be an unnatural 20.
Nice.
You hit. Roll for damage.
Let's go. That'll be a 9.
Okay. You deal 9 damage to him.
All right, could I use my action surge?
Yes, if you'd like.
Absolutely, I would like. So after she nails a strike onto him towards the chest, she'll let out this ferocious scream as she begins to try to aim for just below his stomach.
Okay. Roll the hit.
All right. Damn.
Oof.
Yeah,
Woof.
that's a.
There's
that's
no
a-
one like in your path, so it ain't gonna like hit anyone. But your sword comes down and completely misses, banging against the floor.
All right. And that'll
Is
be
that
my
the end of
turn.
your turn? Okay. Aquin, your turn.
Okay, 1, 2, 4, great. Aquin is going to use a bonus action first. What?
Oh, I said okay. Sorry, I was yawning.
Well, that sounded like, huh?
You sounded worried. Okay.
Second level bark skin. Andre is like 11, so I'm gonna use bark skin to bring that up to a 17.
I thought Barkskin was only 16.
It says 17.
Keep going.
Well, now I'm curious. But and then Aquin casts a ray of frost across the room at the enemy.
Okay. Roll the hit.
Does a 20 hit?
Hey,
20 does hit. Roll for damage.
Awesome. Pull up my 4. Okay, 5 damage, and its speed is reduced by 10 feet.
Okay, got it. Yeah. Okay. Wait, hold on. How much damage did you do again? Sorry.
5.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Mhm.
This thing is bloodied.
Yay.
I'm
Okay.
bloodier.
Endra, your turn.
But yeah,
Oh, sorry?
to confirm, it changes the armor class to 17.
Okay. Endra, your turn.
I wouldn't be able to use command on it. It's an undead, right?
It is considered an undead, yes.
So it would not work. Andre is going to move up here, seeing everything that's happening, and the realization gets onto the table right here, and shoots a charismatic orb at him as cold, as or ice.
Okay.
And she's gonna roll to hit. Does a 16 hit?
Yes, a 16 hits.
Right, and that's 48.
And which damage type are you using?
Cold, I believe. Or
Okay.
yeah, cold damage.
Okay.
Actually, can I use thunder instead? Or no?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's 3d8. Sorry, so ignore these rolls. That's gonna come out.
Okay.
That's 12 damage.
Okay. You deal 12 damage.
And then she's gonna use her quicken spell and cast firebolt.
Okay. Roll the hit.
Okay, that's gonna automatically miss.
Okay.
And as she's doing so, her face is filled with dread. As
Okay.
each of the hits just makes her feel worse in her stomach.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Alpheus, is your turn.
Sick. I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay.
That's 2d8 plus 4. That is a 12. 12. Alright, and then as a bonus action, I will just shoot again.
Okay. Roll the hit.
And I keep going under the fuck no. Yeah, so forget about that. I just do nothing.
Okay, got it.
And that just
is
ends
that-
my turn.
Okay. He was focused on you, Gil, right as you attacked him. However, he is now focused on Endre. So he is going to move. 1, 2. This means, yes, Kasira and Alpheus, you both get to make an attack of opportunity against him. As he moves.
Sick.
Hell yeah.
Can they make it first before he does anything?
What happened?
No.
Okay.
He did go... He is in the table, kind of. Best way to put it.
Oh, he's breaking another table. Oh no.
Yeah, as he's walking towards Endre. And
Do I have
Endre
to
for...
ready the great strength? Or
No.
do I have to do
My
that
attack-
beforehand, or can I have that already?
You already have it. You don't have to ready or do anything
Alright.
with it. Once it happens, you can use it.
All right.
Both of you guys make your attacks of opportunity.
All right.
Again. Why do I keep rolling 4?
I don't know where that went. Oh,
Nice.
Oh, nice.
yeah.
Fuck 'em up,
Oh,
fuck 'em up.
shit. Oh, shit.
Okay.
Okay.
Roll damage.
So that'll be 4d6.
Okay.
All right. That'll be 18 damage.
Okay.
But yeah, as soon as he turns around to go towards Andre, she'll let out a fierce just no and quickly lash out at her sword to strike at his spine.
Is the sword magical?
It is not.
Okay.
There's a silver sword, I believe.
No, this is the great sword she's always had.
Okay.
I thought it was the one that I gave you.
Okay. He just walks away from you. And, Andre,
Mm-hmm.
what health are you at?
17.
Got it.
Oh god.
What's your AC? 11?
11.
Nope,
Okay.
it's 17
Wait.
because dark skin.
Oh, wait. Health-wise? Oh, so, health-wise 11. 17, I guess sparks skin. I got that confused.
Okay.
Okay.
One of them is still gonna hit.
All right.
Roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
You're gonna be taking 17 damage.
12. Okay.
And you failed the Dexterity saving throw. And so he is going to heal for 3 health.
Isn't she downed again?
Yes.
Oof.
Well, would you like to use your ability?
Yes, I would like to use it.
Okay. Roll. You took 17 damage, so roll a Charisma saving throw. You have to beat a 22.
Oh.
26.
You passed the
Hey!
save.
Oh.
Let's fucking go.
You are still alive, barely clinging to life. That is the end of his turn. Rook, it is now your turn.
You know what I'm doing, brother.
Hit him.
I'm
Fuck him
freaking.
up.
I'm swinging.
Hell
Check this
yeah.
out. Check this out. Right
Oh
here.
god.
Right here.
We're checking it. Hell. Oh.
Like, it's gonna be a 16.
You hit.
Yeah. That's what it's about over here. So we deal 2 radiant damage and 9 non-magical piercing.
Okay.
Nice.
That
And then
is hard.
I am going to. Oh wait, how bad did you? No, I already declared my damage. And then I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. For the purposes of trying to fish for an opportunity attack, and then I'm done.
Okay. Kasira, your turn.
All right. Syra will move. I mean, up here, I guess. And she will.
You have
attempt
advantage on
to
this
strike-
attack.
I'm sorry?
Because you are flanking him with Andre on one side and you on the other. You have advantage.
Awesome. So she is going to attempt to just strike towards his spine. Just kind of
Okay.
lurching her blade back and then charging forward.
Okay, roll to hit.
Wow, that's tough. That's this one. That'll be 21.
Okay. You deal 21 damage to him.
Wait,
Or
that
wait,
was
21
that
to
was the
hit.
attack.
Oh. Okay, yeah, you hit. Sorry. My brain died for a second.
I was like,
It's
pause.
like 21
Okay.
damage. That's a lot for a fighter, but like, I mean, I've heard weirder.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That'll be 11 damage.
Okay.
As she strikes this, she will say, "Don't you dare touch her!" And that'll be her turn.
Okay. Next up is Aquin. Your turn.
Aquin, let's see. Aquin's gonna try to once again pull Andre aside.
Okay.
I was looking for something specific.
I mean, she is still conscious right now, so.
Yeah.
Hmm.
If you want to heal her, though, that's one thing.
Just whacks him in the head. What is this roll for?
To pull Andre aside.
That will still trigger an opportunity attack. There's not anything
Um,
between the two.
It's only voluntary movement that triggers opportunity attacks.
Really?
Because otherwise you would get opportunity attacks for being like thunder waved away or repelling blasted away or something like that.
Hmm.
If that was the case, then I'm switching to Warlock to take repelling blast so I can get Kasaira an opportunity attack every turn.
Oh.
Damn.
So, because... This does feel like a little bit different than those. Now, so just for the purposes of conversation, voluntary movement... So, Aquin, are you forcefully dragging Endre away?
Yes.
Okay. In which case, yes, you are allowed to move them. Endre, I'm going to need you to make a... Actually, Endre, are you consenting towards this movement? Because in which case this movement would be voluntary if you are consenting towards the movement.
Wouldn't she be unconscious?
She's not unconscious.
She's still
She's still alive.
Yeah.
Just barely.
She has an ability which allows her to stay alive once.
Yes. That's a good question. I'm not 100% sure.
Flip a coin.
Basically, so just to be clear, this is what's happening right now. You just got hit by Lothar. A man who you've known for a while now, who is holding a big-ass sword. You are kind of scared. Pretty sure a lot of you are. And from behind you, Aquin suddenly reaches out and attempts to forcefully pull you away. Will you allow this pulling to happen, or are you trying to resist?
I think she would allow it to happen. She wouldn't fight it back.
Okay. In which case, I will consider that a voluntary movement, as you are allowing it to happen. In which case, an attack of opportunity will be triggered.
Oh,
This is also to make sure if you were to involuntarily move, in which case Aquin would forcefully pull you back and basically almost fling you backwards, versus voluntary movement in which you would be almost complicit in it, making it so virtually no strength is necessary in order to move you.
And
That's
I just roll
the-
to see at this point because I'm just. All right, 10 and
If you would
higher.
like.
10 and higher, she moves willingly. 10 and lower, she moves unwillingly, or she.
Hendrik, I'm just going to send you the PHB rules for opportunity attacks so you can read over them real quick to maybe help your
See-
ruling.
Yeah, see, additionally to this, if I do allow it to happen, that means that it will be able to happen in the future, and it does seem, at least from my own perspective, a little bit broken to have one person legitimately just pulling the other back every single turn in order to avoid opportunity attacks, while still being able to get them out of combat. In which case,
Well,
so for my own ruling, kind of forcefully pulling someone back, especially one person to their own party member, I do feel would trigger an opportunity attack.
well, realistically, if you have to use your entire action to pull somebody back, that feels like a worthy investment rather than it being broken, because
See, that is
Aquan
fair.
can do.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Aquin, will you use your entire action to do this?
Yes.
Okay, then I will allow it. For future's sake, though, anything less than an action will trigger an opportunity attack.
Gotcha.
In which case, no matter what, you now no longer take damage. And you are pulled back.
Alright.
Aquin, what would you like to do with the rest of your turn?
That's an action. That's a bonus action. I think that's all I can do, really.
Okay.
Actually, no. Aquan can use bark skin on herself.
Is Barkston concentration?
It's touch or a bonus action.
Barkskin is... Is it? Hold on. I think
Yes, it is concentration. It is concentration
Okay.
up to an hour.
Okay, in which case you cannot utilize it again on yourself because you cannot concentrate on 2 spells at once.
Okay, yeah, then that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Andre, it is your turn.
Awesome. Andre is going to cast Prismatic Orb again. Or can she cast Shatter like only on him, that would only hit him, or no?
Maybe. How big is the area for Shatter?
It is a It is a 10-foot radius.
Okay, so 10-foot radius is going to be about right here. Which case, yes. If it's barely touching someone, I'll go with yes, you can.
Mm-hmm. Then I guess you'll cast it if it doesn't hurt anyone else.
Okay. Yes,
In
it
the
does
radius
not
in
hurt
which it
anyone
does.
else. Okay.
Right.
It will automatically hit. What do I have to roll?
A 14 for con saving.
Okay.
And if he does fail, he has to take half.
Okay. You mean if he succeeds, he has to take half.
Oh yeah. Do you mean if? Oh yeah, if he succeeds, yeah.
Okay. Wait, hold on. What does he have to roll once again? Sorry.
He has to beat a 14.
Okay. He does not beat the 14. You deal
Okay,
full
and
damage.
it's 3d8.
Okay.
7 damage.
Okay. You deal 7 damage.
And then
Okay.
she is going to do have mantle of flame on herself.
Okay. Got it.
Is that a bonus
Uh,
action or is that just a feature that she has? It's as
It
a
should
bonus
say.
action.
Alpheus, it is your turn. Actually, first, Andre. Sorry, first, Andre. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Oh, I believe if I cast Shatter, then he's prone.
Okay. Anything else?
No. That's all she can do.
Okay. Alpheus, your turn.
Being prone give advantage on attacks or no?
Uh,
Just asking.
attack rolls against the creature have advantage, but if the attacker is 5 feet away from the creature, it has disadvantage. So range attacks have disadvantage.
Even if I were to get closer, or just range attacks in general.
So if you were to get one closer, the range attack will just be normal. However, from a distance, range attacks... Wait, actually, no, because that's also 5 feet. Basically, any form of range attack will have disadvantage against this guy right now.
But he's on a table.
He is on the ground. The table is there because you guys to stand on it. He is not on the table.
Okay.
If he got within 5 feet, would it advantage, disadvantage cancel out to be a straight roll?
Yes, but also a ranged attack within 5 feet.
Yeah,
Then
so then
disadvantage again.
if he's within 5 feet, the target is prone, so he'd get advantage from that, right?
Oh, yes, it would actually. Never mind. Yeah, if you're within 5 feet, a range attack would be normal. Yes.
Okay, so I will get right here.
Thank you for reminding me of that.
Shoot.
Sure thing.
Oh!
Hey, let's go.
Okay. Roll damage.
Alright. Just, do I roll all 2 of them? So it's like 2d4. Do I just do roll all 4? No.
So if the normal damage is 2d4, then instead you'd roll 4d4.
Yeah, so do I roll just a 4d4?
Yes, and then you add
Okay.
whatever other additional damage you have.
That would be a 24.
Okay, 24 damage. Got it.
Yep.
And what are you using your gun?
Yep.
And 24?
Yep. Because I also have a +5 to hit. So.
Okay.
Or would I double it too? So I'm assuming I would double the +5 as well.
No, you won't.
Okay, so that would be 19 then.
Okay. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Okay. Okay.
And then
So?
I'll just hit him with.
Not necessary. You do kill him.
Oh, sick. I'm just gonna
Nice.
forget about that.
However,
Oh yeah.
Oh,
as you basically point your gun and fire off the final shot, his grip on his weapon loosens as it clings to the floor. The weapon then begins to glow green. We are out of combat. What do you guys do?
does it look like it's glowing green like unstably, or it's just glowing like naturally green?
It has runes written on it. And while the entire thing is starting to glow, it is starting to glow more and more. And the individual runes are slowly starting to light up green.
Maybe we should run? I don't like that. As it starts to glow more and more.
Yeah, I would tend to agree.
Oh, I'm out. Please.
Because I will lower his sword and wait for
Oh, no.
Aquin and Andre to leave first. Go, quickly!
Aquin takes Andre by the hand, who I'm assuming is still shocked, and
Andre
pulls her
just
toward the exit.
pulls back from her grip,
Oh,
Uh-oh.
and she just walks over to the body and just stays silent as she looks down on him.
Okay. Please make sure you're still moving actually how you will normally move.
Cassandra will rush over and she'll put a hand on her shoulder. Andre,
She has
we have to
mental flame
go.
on hers.
Oh, wait, she has a flame all over her?
Basically, if you touch her, you get hurt. but if you want to touch her, I guess it's fine.
Cassira will reach through the flame and grab her by the shoulder. We have to go!
Is there anything of note on Lothar, on his person?
Not really. By the way, you guys can continue moving if you'd like. Everyone can continue moving.
I think I'll just move over here to this room. That's it. I'll go this far.
Yeah, that sounds like a better idea.
I can't leave.
What do you mean we killed the enemy? We have to go now.
He's not an enemy.
What are you talking about?
He's my person.
Your person?
It's Lothar. I can't leave him behind.
Andre, that's not Lothar anymore.
The runes are halfway lit up.
Andre, I don't trust this magic. We have to go now.
Is there anything of note that Andre could grab from Lothar to take with her?
When he was killed, his clothes were basically magically forced into armor.
Mm-hmm.
He does not have any pockets. He does not have any way to store anything. He has him, and he has his sword. That's it.
Can Andre cast detect magic on the sword to realize if it would hurt her or not?
Yes.
Do you want me to roll anything, or?
Do you cast detect magic? That's all I need to know.
Yes.
So you cast detect magic. Now this isn't to identify. The sword is filling up with a very, very old magic. Something far more powerful than you've ever dealt with.
Does it look like if I would be harmed if I touched it?
You don't know.
Andre will reach down and, as if she's about to touch or grab it.
By the way, the sword is now 75% full.
Aquin, are you still there?
I'm not gonna leave you behind. We have to go.
Do you touch the sword?
I think she's gonna look at Cassira at this moment. For a yes
Cassira
or
will
no.
violently shake her head and try to turn Andre around to fully face her. And she will grab her other shoulder. We have to go now. I'm sorry, but we have to go.
Can Aquin, Cassira, are you gonna like try to pull her along, or are you just like standing there?
Yeah, as she gripped her shoulders, she would have slid her hands down to where just below her elbow, and then try to just guide her with a very kind of like forceful tug.
Aquin's gonna help.
Andre, are you consenting to this, or do you want to resist?
I think she's gonna have a slight resistance at first.
I guess then roll, Actually, no, these two, you do start to move with these two.
Yeah.
Would you like to resist more fully?
No.
Okay. Slowly, they do begin to pull you away. The sword is, at this point, 99% full. And as one more second passes, every single rune is filled with a green, glowing light. We then go into slow-mo.
Uh-oh.
I think she'll be in between you guys.
And every single one of you stop moving. Here is where the timeline splits between two events occurring, and if something did not happen earlier today, timeline 1 will have happened, and I'll describe that. Slowly, from the hilt to the edge of the blade, explodes, ripping through the entirety of the dungeon, leaving a crater half a mile wide, completely destroying most of the Yawning Hollow and a huge chunk of Everstone itself, and every single one of you would have died. As you were all blown into a bloody pulp. However, that did not happen. For just moments before, the event that will be forever known as the Shattering occurred. Endre? Your detect magic that you had cast is still active.
Mm-hmm.
Give me one moment, if you wouldn't mind.
You know, Alpheus, it kind of feels like we just died there for like half a second.
I think my soul left my body.
I've been dead for like the past 2 days. Lost a hand, got like 3 or 4 rings on my hand here.
Yeah, both arms are
A lot of
cursed
shit
now.
happened. I got. What's up? Oh, hold on.
I think we just dimension hopped.
Yep. I think we abandoned this reality.
Alright, but
Or we fucked up.
Cringe reality.
So, now for this next little bit, I do ask to not be interrupted. Endre?
Sorry, you asked what?
Mm-hmm.
For this next little bit, I ask to not be interrupted, as this is very important.
Thank you.
Endre?
Yes.
No one around you has poison or a disease affecting them. You can no longer sense magic right now. Actually, one more thing for everyone. Is anyone actively have a spell on right now? Or any form of magical ability?
would artificial infusions count?
Yes.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, I have 2.
Andre technically has the Mantle Flame still on her.
Okay.
I think my divine sense would still be on.
Okay.
If
Endre,
those magic rings too, sorry, from Angel.
is there any object you are focusing on right now? Endre, is there any...
What do you mean?
Is there any object in the world that you are focusing on right now?
I mean, aside from the sword and her necklace, not particularly.
Okay, you know exactly where their sword is, without even having to look at it. Okay. Next to you, Alpheus, you have how many infusions?
Actually, I think I might have 3 active right now.
Wait, I lied. I just remembered something. Well, you said focus, right? Keyword focus.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, never mind.
Okay.
Okay, no, I only have 2 infusions active right now.
Okay. And then the rings count as a third thing. So.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, what does this spell do? Okay.
Damn, tough 2 days for Alpheus.
Okay, congratulations on casting your first 8th level spell.
Oh, yay.
Obvious?
Oh, in which direction are you focused on right now?
Me?
Yes.
I mean, I'm looking backwards. I'm looking through the hallway right now, looking at Cassira, Endre, and Aquin, just trying to run, like, towards us. So I guess that way.
Okay. Okay, let's hope you guys survive this. And let's see the radius.
Oh shit.
Just gotta make sure of something, so... Yeah, that size. So you cast Earthquake.
Well, fuck. What?
However, due to you not really knowing how to cast it or control it, only some of the effects are actually felt. Mainly being this area between Alpheus and where you guys are becomes difficult terrain, as well as all of you guys fall prone. For your second one,
My second?
yes. Fuck.
Jesus Christ.
This is what it actually what the fucking Shattering did. So, yeah. So congratulations on conjuring you're using a 7th level spell, Alpheus.
I'm using spells that an artificer shouldn't even be able to use.
Okay, where is it?
The
He might be
most
the
I get is
greatest
like
mage of an era, to be honest.
artificer can only cast up to level 5. I'm going above and beyond on this one, damn.
The greatest artificer known to man.
I might keep that title.
Oh yeah,
Sorry,
no,
this is-
no, forget the Rat King.
No, now he's the rat god.
How do you spell angel?
A-N-G-E-L.
Never mind, I found it.
Alright.
Okay,
God, I'm scared what Angel's things are gonna do.
I'm sorry about the wrestling and the sneeze. That's just that right now because my dog just woke up.
Okay, so right beside you stands an angel.
Oh!
Cool.
Oh, shit.
Okay, and then for the final one.
Guys, I don't think we're ready to fight an angel, that's all I'm saying.
It's probably obedient to you. Hopefully.
I wonder if I can get it to kill the other angel.
Yes.
Okay, and then your other
Yes!
hand in your palm, fire. Just fire sprouts from your from your palm, as if you were casting like Firebolt or something, but it's a different spell. And then Rook, which spell did you have active?
My
Got-
it's not a spell, it's just divine sense.
Yeah, it still is something.
Divine favor probably wore off by now, right?
Probably.
I would
Yeah.
assume so.
Well, it's a minute, right?
Yeah.
Combat was around 5-ish turns.
Okay, yeah,
It
then it
still
would
is
definitely
there.
be gone. Huh? No,
No,
because
5 turns is 30 seconds. Oh wait, yeah, you did
5
before. Yes,
Hmm.
it just ended. It just ended. Then, okay. All of a sudden, in front of you, you can see yourself, as well as look from your normal self, as if you have just cast Arcane Eye.
swag. I think Rook vomits.
Kassiren
Immediately motion
Aquin.
sick.
Okay. Oh shit, Aquin, you never really took off the bark skin either.
No, I
Oh,
did
damn.
not.
Did Andre Singh not do anything? Okay.
Okay, so are you what are you concentrating on? Like, what point would you say you are most concentrating on?
Aquan.
Yes, Aquin, what
Right.
point in the world are you most concentrating on right now?
The exit.
As in, or rather, what point are you concentrating on that you can actively see?
Down the hall. I
Right
would
there?
say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn, I might die
Okay,
today.
so you're gonna be hit by Shatter.
Oh,
Ooh.
Okay. And that's going to be please roll me a Constitution saving throw. I think that's what it is.
18.
Okay, you pass. And you're going to be taking 4 damage.
Oh, 4. All right.
Okay. And so now I am going to need that silence. Let me just turn off this music first. All of a sudden, any magic you have on you that you've cast goes haywire. Arcanum itself is a very fickle mistress. Generally, you need more in order to cast stronger spells. However, something has happened outside that made it so any spell, no matter how much Arcanum you need to cast it, can be cast. And all magic goes wild. In front of you guys, an earthquake sprouts from the ground. The air itself shatters. Celestials are summoned. Eyes are summoned. Information is flooded into some of your heads. Outside, the giant crystal that resides over the Yawning Hollow is no longer above it, but crashed in the center. All aspects of the crystal shattered. But that's not the most important part. For in the center, an object shaped like a dodecahedron or a 20-sided dice is sitting there in 2 pieces. Blood pouring from the center. Beings from around the globe all look towards Everstone. There are many, many beings in this world who are powerful. In fact, right now, up in the volcanic highlands, a woman much, much larger than any you have ever come in contact with, any of you, rises from her bed, drapes on her royal cloak, steps towards the window, and looks out towards Everstone. In the great lake of Lake Fallen, the largest lake on the continent, a being of water ripples, becoming awakened as it directs its sense towards Everstone. In the Bay of Cows, far beneath the continent, a very, very ancient being with many tentacles, who is at this moment attacking a ship, lost interest completely, directing its gaze towards Everstone. In the frozen north, a being so old, no elf could ever tell how old he was, stands from his own grave, looking toward Everstone. In the northern woods, a dragon-like creature, but not a dragon, wakes up from his high hilltop vantage point, flapping his 2 enormous wings as he looks towards Everstone. In the eastern wood, a similar creature, but with no wings and rather many heads, all look towards Everstone. In the desert of fallen time, a being, or rather a hand of sand, his palm, or that being of hand's palm, looks and faces towards Everstone. In the unknown jungle, a creature unknown to anything and of the most disgusting make oozes and looks towards Everstone. And finally, or rather there's one more, sorry. A ship just off the coast of Everstone, so old starts creaking as it starts to sail towards Everstone. And finally, at the top of the highest point of the world in the Great Void, in a tower made of pure magic, a beautiful woman wakes. Long, white hair, and a glisteningly blue dress. All signs point to her being the most beautiful person in this world. Except her eyes. Those of the one true dragon. The one who stands above all, looks towards Everstone. The event that will be forever known as the Shattering has occurred, in which a fae, who you guys will know as Angel, has snapped the cord, the only cord, allowing the crystal to stay above the city. It has dropped the only thing stopping beings from other worlds coming in is shattered. From now on, the most powerful beings in the world are now rivals, and the second age of heroes has begun. All of you guys have now gained a title burned into your very souls. The title of hero. What do you guys do?
I'm looking towards the angel right now. In fear.
I'll be right back, sorry.
We'll be like,
The angel
Who are you?
The angel looks around calmly, only to vanish from sight.
So we have just had a title burned into our soul. Does that feel like anything?
No, it doesn't hurt and it doesn't feel like anything, but you know it happened. Also,
I'm assuming
for
have
a
more similar.
for a limited amount of time, any magic that is cast will, in fact, within 300 miles of the Shattering, any spell that is cast becomes a random other spell.
Oh no. Don't tempt me.
That should not be your answer right now.
Oh baby, here we come. Here we come. I might gamble. What if I hit wish? What if I hit wish?
That is a very big if.
Yeah. Listen,
You're
I'm
gonna-
thinking about it. I'm thinking about it. Thinking about it.
You're gonna do power word kill on all of us, and we're just gonna.
Power kill only affects one person, and I'll target myself.
No, you don't get to choose a target.
Ah,
What
damn. All right. Well, it will either sacrifice me or it will sacrifice Alpheus, and that's a risk that I'm willing to take.
Would Alpheus have heard like the crash of the crystal, or no?
None of
He
you have
doesn't even
heard
know
the
the crystal.
crash, as you have to go outside to see what actually happened.
I guess I'm gonna check like everybody. Like you guys okay? I'm shouting over to
Is-
Aquin Gill. Sorry.
DM, is the sword still there or no?
Oh yeah, I forgot. The sword also rolls.
Bruh. It's too late. It's too late.
Is this? Oh, okay.
I like that.
Hold on. This is a really funny one.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so, all around the sword, food appears. Tables, drinks, alcohol, a bunch of stuff, as Hero Feast is cast.
Oh my gosh, that's
Oh,
awesome.
shit.
You bring forth a
Everybody
great
eat
feast,
that food.
including magnificent food, drink. The feast takes 1 hour to consume and disappears at the end of that time. The The creature that partakes in the feast gains several benefits. The creature is cured of all diseases and poison, becomes immune to poison and being frightened, and makes all wisdom saving throws with advantage. Its hit points are maximum is also increased by 2d10 and gains the same number of hit points. These benefits last for 24 hours.
Yeah, maybe we should eat before.
Listen, only a couple of us are aware that the food exists, unfortunately.
I thought so. Fair. I'm just checking. Is everybody okay? Like, I'm looking towards anybody on our team.
I think Andre will be slowly getting up from the earthquake impacting her.
Rook is, has gotten immediately motion sick from seeing two sets of sight at a time, and is now just closing his real eyes and looking through the arcane eye, and he just, yeah, I'm all right. What happened?
No idea.
I think my soul's outside my body or something.
Does Cassandra, Andre, or Aquin say anything? I kind of catch the earthquake on them when checking on them.
Yeah, the earthquake kind of knocked Aquin to their knees, and the only thing they're looking at right now is Andre.
I think she's still in a state of shock and horror.
Did I miss anything else important?
Not too terribly.
Okay.
I guess I'm gonna shout. It feels like something big just happened. We need to probably leave here.
What just happened?
I have no idea. But something big happened. And I don't think it's best if we stay here.
Did anyone else feel like something like inside?
Yep.
Aquin, Andre?
Andre is too stunned to speak at this moment.
Aquin, are you okay?
Aquin wordlessly steps to Andre's side and places a gentle hand on their back.
Okay, quickly, we need to get out now.
Quick question, DM. If I were to take off the rings, the intended spell would not
the
work.
rings are gone.
Oh, thank God!
Yay!
Cool. Wait, would my other stuff be gone too? Like the artificial infusions that I've had?
Yes.
Would they be gone? Oh shit. Okay. Guys, we need to get out of here. Something doesn't feel right, and I don't
Anyone
think
dead
being
in
here
here?
is safe.
What
Can someone
about
help me look for any living undead?
That ghost thing over there? But you
there's
guys
a ghost, I think.
I think you
Oh
got
wait,
rid
the
of it.
ghost is
Though.
gone.
There's
think
two
you got rid
goblins
of
over
them.
here. There's a goblin here.
What about the? Oh, that's a chair.
Oh wait.
Oh, yep, thank you.
This guy. Yep, here we go.
Okay.
Goblin right over here.
Gobbling
Okay.
these nuts.
Oh.
Where?
Adam.
Are you asking me, Hendrik?
Wait,
Yeah.
no. Hold on.
Hey, Andre.
Yeah? Oh, sorry.
Does
Oh, there's a
Yeah,
zombie.
that doesn't-
Oh, you got the zombie. Great.
By the way, something really funny happened. I'm going to tell you guys. So, every single undead here did... Wait, hold on. No, he's dead. Every single undead who was still alive got their spell changed into something else. One of them got time stop
What?
and froze himself in time.
Swag.
It just didn't do fucking anything, and he was the only one that actually got an area of effect spell.
My
guess-
king.
Well, the Banshee got silence. Which is
That's fitting.
ironic.
That is indeed. That's pretty funny.
Oh,
Are all the
Alpheus,
undead
What?
your hand.
Oh. Do I get a wish?
You now have guidance.
Oh, that cool. I had that before.
Yay.
Okay.
Yippee.
So are all the undead dead then?
All of the undead that are in here do just disappear.
Do we have a reasonable way of knowing that?
No.
I might have... I'm going to stumble my way into the next room over, walking towards the exit. And when I get to a different room, I'm gonna hit the divine sense.
Okay.
Oh no.
Listen, I'm sorry. I want to interact with Hendrick's funny mechanic that he has given us for a little bit.
Okay. So you just gave yourself a curse.
Aw.
Oh.
Look at what happened.
He fucked
And
around and find
actually,
out.
yeah.
He got a new title.
That's
Man,
fun.
how did I curse myself?
What did he curse himself with?
So now, you have, disadvantage on all, strength checks for the next 24 hours.
Oh,
Oh
save
my
us for
God.
24 hours. That's not the worst thing ever.
I'm just gonna shout, guys. Let's
We
get
actually know
out
it's
of here.
permanent until it's dispelled.
Oh,
Aw.
Sorry, that was my bad.
as I shout that, I'm just gonna start making my way outside to see what's happened in the outside world, or
Okay.
in the Yawning Hollows. Near.
Kasira
What
will
do the-
still hold on to Andre. Now it's slowly guided. Her hand would have slid down to where her hand is, and she would have walked, or not walked, she would have definitely ushered her quickly out of this guild, and then look back to make sure that Aquin is following.
Aquin still has a hand placed on Andre's back as they step forward.
Oh my god, this torch!
I hate this torch. I don't know what
The
you did with the
torch!
torch.
Do you all leave?
I got beef with these torches.
I can just say,
Yeah.
do you all leave?
At this point, I guess so. Andre doesn't really have a choice.
With what?
Is it the same like way we came out?
Yeah,
Like,
I
are we
mean,
still
I'm just
from
gonna
the
go back to the
elevator?
other board.
Okay.
Okay. Let me just summon you all. Okay. And so you all slowly begin making your way out. One at a time. You find yourself in the crater, and as you slowly climb to the edge of it. How do I put this?
Chaos.
It's more than that.
Oh.
There are magical item shops.
Magical items.
Oh.
So, dotted around the landscape, since most people do not use spells in their day-to-day life, you see gigantic spires of fire and ice, of lightning, of just the most random things. You see a spire circling around as if like a vortex of, oddly enough, pigs that are just flying there. You see off in the distance gigantic angelic wings sprouting from a house as it is starting to fly. And as you continue to look around, just more and more odd things are happening. The very ground itself, all around the entirety of the city, has started sprouting flowers. It's chaotic.
Is there still light in the Yawning Hollow?
Yes, but you don't know from where.
But would I have noticed the crystal, or no?
The crystal has buried itself beneath the earth. You have to get closer to it to actually see to see it.
I think he's more asking if he noticed the crystal no longer being up in the sky.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
the crystal's not there. It's gone.
I would start making my way towards that impact where the crystal is. Just saying, what the fuck did he do? And just starting to make my way over there.
Do you all start doing this?
Yes.
Let's
Yeah,
change
Sarah
this
will follow.
music too.
This is not very happy music.
We're just gonna
Well,
go
this is very happy.
silence. Just.
I think Andre is still in a state of sadness and drunk, basically.
Okay. You guys begin to make your way towards the center of the Yawning Hollow. You see people crying on the streets, and other people laughing hysterically. You see one guy with a crystal so large in his hands, and he is shouting for joy. You guys pass all of these people, eventually getting towards the center of this chaotic hellscape. The crystal itself has created a massive crater in the ground as it had struck it. Yellow fragments of it still glowing, but slowly fading in the center. In the very, very center, that shape I described to you earlier, the dodecahedron, is sitting there, cracked down the middle, still bleeding. But
Alpheus.
oh, sorry, one more thing.
Sorry, continue.
It looks as though this thing that's at the center has blasted all of the crystal away from itself, as it is the only thing at the center. The crystal just surrounds it. Go for it.
Alpheus is making his way towards it, just trying to think what exactly it is. Is it bleeding too? I believe you said it was bleeding.
Yes, it is bleeding.
Alpheus is gonna just go as close as he can to it. Is it just floating there, or is it like on the ground?
It's just on the ground.
He's gonna touch it, or try to pick it up. Just touch it first, and then pick it up if nothing happens.
Are all of you around Alpheus at this time?
Probably.
Aquin's kind of holding Andre back from the scene.
Yeah, Cassira would have been in front of Andre. Somewhat close to Alpheus, she still would have been cautious as she's just observing everything going on around her. And she'll finally center in on Alpheus and kind of give a concerned look and takes a step back.
Okay. Alpheus, you begin to reach down, your hand feeling the energy that this this object is still radiating. This magic. You wouldn't even classify it as that. It is just power. So you reach downwards. A hand grabs your wrist. Nuh-uh-uh. That's mine. True Forge. Do you look up?
I'm gonna continue looking at it. What the fuck did you do?
I gave myself a passage. I see you got rid of my cuffs.
Well, came off along with everything else that happened.
Isn't it great? All of you, while looking down, see one angel standing there. What do you guys do?
Just
As
angel
in
is
angel.
just there.
Yeah, angel. He appears out of nowhere. You know,
I'm gonna ask, what is it? While still looking at it.
it's the heart of a dragon. You see as he himself reaches down and grabs the two halves in his hand. You know, this is what stopped the last age of heroes. This alone. By the way, I misspoke earlier. It's not 800 years ago, it's 8,000 years ago.
Oh.
I guess I'm looking at him.
8,000.
Sorry, continue.
8,000 years ago. A dragon who lived in this very mountain created this with his death. And he stopped my fun. It's finally time for me to return and ditch this vessel. And suddenly, his demeanor is gone. The same angel who you originally met is now standing there, confused, with a horrified look on his face. No, we had a deal. Where are you? No, please, no. He looks at you, Alpheus, quickly retreating his hand. Okay, now listen. We can talk, okay? I have information. He's slowly starting to back up.
Does he look weakened in this moment, would you say?
Not weakened, but he looks as if someone who had a gun has gotten it taken away.
I am speed walking towards this guy.
You're gonna have to
Listen,
speed walk faster because I'm going straight for the punch.
Okay, roll the
Straight
hit.
to the face. Straight to the face. I don't even care if I miss.
For the purposes of him being terrified and a couple of other factors, every hit automatically hits.
Everybody's gonna just start swinging, I'm assuming.
Listen,
All right.
Yeah.
I have
So it just hit?
information. Yes. You punch him?
Yes. I'm trying to get him to the ground.
You, upon the hit connecting, you instantly break his jaw, and he falls to the ground.
You-
Listen,
You,
I have information. Please.
you have a lot more to start talking about. And
Alphys, give me 1 second to give me and Kasira a good lick, and then I'll heal him up so that you can get your information.
Listen, no.
I'm gonna punch him straight in the face with my D12.
Yes.
Punch.
Don't you have a disadvantage?
On strength
hurt.
checks, not attack rolls.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's good. I'm guessing you use non-lethal.
Absolutely.
He fully falls unconscious.
I give him 1 hit point as Kasira, I assume, is walking over.
She would have looked at Andre.
He's like a
And
broken nose,
she'll-
blood streaming from it.
She'll give a sympathetic look. I won't go hit him if you don't want me to, if you need me here right now.
Andre does not say anything in this moment.
I'll ask him, what deal did you make?
His jaw's like fully dislocated now. He can't talk for shit.
If I give him a potion, would that fix it? I do
Yeah.
have a potion in my backpack. I give him the potion. I make him
You
chug down the entire thing.
You see as his jaw like begins to magically reconnect. Listen, I have information. You gotta leave me alive.
You better start talking.
Okay. Listen. Okay, I'm not the enemy here. Okay, listen. I did nothing wrong. Okay.
Christmas.
As far as I'm
Listen, okay.
concerned, you threatened my family. You potentially killed my father. You imprisoned my hand, and you made a deal with an entity which I can only assume is what caused all of this.
Okay, that may be right. I did not kill your dad. Okay, I know who did. I know who did. I know the guy you want, Lion Man. Okay. Kasira. Okay,
Right.
I know things about you. And
Sure you
Andre, I
do.
know things about you. Okay.
You don't know shit.
I know where the girl took him. I know who the girl is.
Why don't you start by explaining what exactly you made a deal with?
That's a
Okay.
great point.
It's name. It's. You
Can
see,
I
as he's
very
trying to calm
quickly
himself.
Can I very quickly
Yes?
cover his mouth? And I say, don't say its name. That's how they get you a lot of the time. We ain't talking names right now. Just tell us what it is.
You see, as his face suddenly softens. If I tell you, I die.
And if you don't, you die.
Then kill me. You're gonna be a lot less painful than him.
I could change that.
Oh no, you can't. He's far, far more powerful than me. He
You know,
sits
Angel.
there. Sorry, continue.
Angel, in your pathetic life, you could do something useful and help us. But you're willing to just die with this information. And for what?
You
Pride? Fear? You're a coward.
you
That's all
don't
you
know
are.
what you're talking about.
Oh?
He's
I
the
know
one who took your pretty little princess. Okay? He's the one. He didn't come to this world. He hasn't. He can't. But his magic can. Do you know how hard that is? There is one gateway out of this world. One. And it doesn't lead anywhere. It leads to an ocean. An ocean in a world where fire, water, air, earth, they are king. They can gain sentience. That's the only way out. And even then, most things do not live the trip. He has cast magic over infinity. He has... Do you know how hard it is to go between the dimensions for the last 8,000 years? Do you know? Do any of you know? Have any clue? Tell me. Come on. Raise of hands. No, you fucking don't. Because none of you have ever done it before. There is one creature that I know of that can, and it's the most powerful fucking creature on the planet. The dragon. That lives in the center of this fucking world. And yet, he can have his magic cross it. He can affect our worlds. He is an infinite distance away from us, or was, and now he's here. What do you think he's going to do to me? What do you think he would do to the rest of you? Listen, if you want to chop my head off and revive me an infinite number of times, that's a better existence. Because when I tell you, he will rip me inch from bloody inch. Put me over a fire and make sure I feel all of it the entire time. I tell you he will. And he is much more sick than that. So I will try to protect my life. I will tell you any secret you want to know that I have access to. But not him. He stands above me. Stands above God himself. So do what you want. Just please make it quick.
Alpheus. We
Tell
should
me
take
everything
him
you
to
know
your
about me
lab.
first. Anything and everything. I'm assuming you were still conscious while that thing... Is your name even Angel? What's your name?
My name is Drew. Your name is Alpheus Trueforge. You are a part of the long line of Trueforges. Or rather, a long time ago, what was known as the Fire Forges, but the name got changed over time. Your father was the greatest mind of his age, creating a giant crystal with my help to hold the only thing necessary for you-know-who to reunite the dimensions. I tried to trick your father, but he was too smart. He got around my trickery and managed to survive until a man named Noxus killed him, a noble living in the higher part of the city. He felt your father knew too much. He then had him killed and kept his body. Who next?
Quick side step, DM. So,
Yes?
I never saw my father get buried.
Oh, you saw him get
The
buried.
body was just... Okay.
Damn. That's just disrespectful.
Who next?
Look over to anybody else.
Rook will kneel down in front of this guy, and the fire behind his eyes has quenched just a little bit as he says, what do you know about the people that I'm looking for?
You're looking for 5 people who are looking to mount an expedition to the desert to kill what they call a demonic beast. One, named Albert, approached me directly, but he has recently fled the city after seeing you. He was scared for his life. The other 5 are somewhere on this half of the continent. I'm not sure where. They'll most likely be trying to rally together after realizing that you survived, for they did not know that until now.
I see.
He most likely has not told his friends yet, and most likely is still somewhat nearby. There are 5 individuals, all of them humans. I'm not sure what 4 of their names are. The final one is Albert. His last name is Dragonscale, although he will most likely never tell any other people that. He goes by the moniker of the Collector. How's that?
When you say this half, do you mean south or west?
West.
Do you know who I am?
All I know... I do know a little bit, but not much. They took you from your family when you were young. They did ample research on you before they took you. And they found that you were the most promising of that general area. Although, the very little that I know, apparently you are some form of royalty. That's all.
Rook,
Who next? What are you gonna say, Rook?
he's just, he hears that he's some sort of royalty, which, crazy twist, uh, he hears that he's some sort of royalty, and his eyes just fully go wide in shock. He kind of like backs up a little bit and looks to just somewhere off in the distance contemplatively.
Who's next?
I'll look over to Kasira, Aquin, or Andre.
Kasara will let out a deep sigh and then slowly let go of Andre's hand, and she makes her way towards Angel. How is he positioned right now? Is he on the floor? Is he on his
He
knees?
is-
Is he standing?
He's on the floor with like his knees bent, kind of sitting on his butt and hands.
Okay. As soon as she gets close, her tail's thrashing behind her, and it flicks upwards, and as soon as it does, she'll yank the blade off of her tail tip. And then she'll march forward and kick him down on his chest, and then press down with her foot until she feels snapping on his ribcage.
Please stop.
Stop.
Yes.
She'll lift her foot. Very well. And then she'll kneel down and then strike at the blade right at his eye.
You blind him in one eye.
You will remember us. Tell me about Zelaya.
Okay, give me 1 second. Gotta go back through shit.
Damn.
Your princess is somewhere on the mortal plane. I don't know where. He only divulged certain information to me, enough to get you guys to talk. It's probably the best way to put it. Or rather, for me to almost own you. But he failed. I failed. Your princess, as far as I'm aware, is still alive. And held captive somewhere. Although she doesn't even realize it. She's there willingly. Still under... Not under anything, just in love with that man.
What the fuck are
Who?
you talking about?
The musician. He signed a pact with him. He's now his bitch. And he makes sure that the princess stays there.
There was a bard that was taken. Is that bard,
Bard wasn't
partnering
taken.
with that?
He went willingly.
So these two went with some being willingly.
Well, the princess went with the guy willingly, and the bard, as you so elegantly put it, signed a pact with this creature. And that was one of his stipulations.
Why did he make a pact with them?
I don't know. Why would anyone make a pact? For power? Who knows?
That doesn't make any sense. You are lying.
I'm not. Now, can someone please heal me so I don't bleed out from my eye?
She'll grit her fangs. You mean to tell me she was somewhere else the entire time? She's not in this plane?
She's, as I said, she's in this plane. The material world is this plane. No being except the dragon can move across them. She's here. Somewhere. I don't know where. But now, my friend has escaped. Best of luck finding her now.
She will backhand him in the face, and she'll stand up. And she'll kind of curl her fingers into a fist as she's having this storm of thoughts within her, as she wants to spew out so much of this bottled up anger. She would never do this to her kingdom. She knows her position. She knows the stakes. She knew her duty.
I don't know what to tell you. That's all I know.
Can I, like, insight check everything that this guy's been saying thus far?
For the purposes of me not wanting to roll dice right now, everything he is saying is truthful.
Then Rook will walk up and put a hand on Kasira's shoulder and, like, a bit shakily say, I think he's telling as truthfully as he can, Cass. And then he'll lean down and close the wound of his eye with lay on hands.
It can't possibly be true. How could she do this to me? I had a family. And she left me as her guard, as her friend, her kingdom, her role.
Sarah, it sounds like she's in a trance, from at least what he's saying. It seems like that it's not fully necessarily willingly, more that he believes that this is, or something of magic is compelling her to do so.
I just can't believe this. Everything, every single thing was pinned down to me. I took the fall. And now she's somewhere just gallivanting with some man she doesn't know.
Let's just give her the benefit of the doubt for now. Maybe Andre's right, and she's not entirely in her right mind.
She'll let out a frustrated breath and she'll whip around, making sure her tail smacks Angel, and she'll walk towards Andre and just sit back.
Angel, how do we fix Tails?
There is one
Her
way.
frustrated look. How?
There is an ancient creature known as a Hydra. It's said that during the time of heroes, who should not be named, froze one of them in stone. And in order to unfreeze them, they had to hunt down the only creature that hunts gorgons, also known as the Hydra. It's said that its toxin is the only thing that can cure that level of petrification.
I'll look over to Aquin or Andre. Anything you want to ask?
What do you know that I don't already know?
What's your last name again?
Anisha.
Well, it's not. Congratulations. Your actual name, or at least the one your father gave you, was Andre Avarinita. You
Andre just looks confused.
are actually an extraordinarily special case. Congratulations. For you, your father, is another being who is able to traverse the dimensions, or at least his magic is. It's how he got your mom pregnant. You are the son,
Daughter.
daughter, of a devil. A very powerful one at that. Don't know which one. You had dealings with someone you probably should not have when you were younger, and when you came to Everstone, had more dealings with people you should not have. You loved Lothar. She then put a hex on your mind, utilizing that very necklace you had on, forcing you away from Mr. Lothar, who then thought of you as a traitor, and made sure your reputation was tarnished. I'm sorry, but for anyone you ever talked to down here, you'll be forever known as a traitor. What else? I think that's about it. How about you, Dragon Girl?
True. If that even is your real name. Do you know what happened to my father?
No, but I can make a guess. You are a descendant from a rather powerful man. From what I'm aware, his name Davy Jones. In fact, I think a couple stories are told about him and his ship, the Flying Dutchman. It's said that the Flying Dutchman still sails the shores of these very waters. He hunts those of his bloodline. Or at least, that's the rumor.
Aquin
That's...
clutches her pearl necklace as she listens to this.
You know, all of you are so special. He looks to you, Alpheus. You know, I forgot one thing with you.
Mm.
You know, it's really funny. Of course you and your dad would be so good at crafting when you're the descendants of a god. You know, your little merry band of groups should never have happened. The crystal should have stopped it. A man who's made a pact with the man of the desert. The Dragonborn, descendant of the most legendary man in all of existence. The son of a devil. Or sorry, daughter of a devil. Very powerful one at that. It's the descendant of a god. And I'm not allowed to say anything about you, Cassira.
What do you mean you're not allowed?
You know what? Fuck it. He would want me to say it. The future vessel of him. Congratulations. The vessel of him.
Who is him?
You see as his eyes start to roll back into his head. I guess I can say it. The one who had control of me. Who you never want to mess with. Is the King Archfey of the Feywilds. And Cassira, he has deemed you his next vessel.
She'll narrow her
Congratulations.
eyes. I am no one's vessel.
You know, there's one very funny thing about this world. There's no creature that's immortal. None. Well, outside the dragon, of course. But even then, the dragon can die. It's happened before. 8,000 years ago it happened. But you want to know something very, very funny? Even my own personal friend, let's say, can die. And so he needs a new house every few thousand years. And he has deemed you fit. Congratulations.
He will not get through to me.
Good luck. Is there
I
any
won't need
final
it.
question? Oh, sorry. Is there any final questions any of you guys would like to ask Angel?
Andre is going to ask, is there a way to get him back?
Of course there is. How far are you willing to go?
I don't know.
Where can I find Nocturne?
All I know is he's in the northern part of the city. He's a noble. He does not like to be seen, and he is annoyingly good at it. Although he does have one very particular noticeable thing. He always smells of roses.
How do you know about my
else?
sister?
Of course I know about your sister. She's the backup.
What?
He won't go after her until you're dead. But she's the backup.
She is a child.
We're talking about a being who transcends your understandings of time. It doesn't work that way.
Why would he go after me?
He begins to say something, and then he starts to cough. And blood comes out. He continues to cough. What do you guys do?
I look over to Rook. Can anybody heal him?
I'll give him a couple more hit points just to see if it does anything.
It doesn't do anything.
Guys,
No.
I don't think we're gonna get more out of him.
No.
I'm listening close. I'm listening close.
Kasira will storm over. She'll hold him by his shoulders and shake him and like kind of just like try to stabilize him by like making sure his head is steady.
He's
Speak, damn it.
He's taking me. He's taking me. Please. There's one way to stop him. The heroes of the past. They defeated him. Follow their path. And you see as his neck gets crushed fully. And he dies. And that is where we're going to end it for today. I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you guys enjoyed the session. We should be good for next week. So I will see you all then. Everyone say bye.
Bye.
Hi. May the force be with you. Force. Either way.
Okay. Bye, everyone.